Wait, did that not open it up? Oh, it didn't. I see why. Where is it? And you. And you. And you. Is there anything else? Why are there so many SteamVR web helpers? Where's that one thing? Leca. Why do I not see that in my processes? Huh? Excuse me? Whatever. Whatever. Let's see if starting it now works. Launching XS overlay. I thought I had it figured out, guys. I thought I'd found the problem with XS overlay. And now it works. And then I click the button today, and I cannot select a window. So clearly, I was wrong. Why? Probably stuck in a, like, thinking loading state also, so it's probably going to work in 30 minutes. Okay. Alright. We do it the hard way. We create one of the... No. That's not the window I just told you to do. This. There we go. Hi, Air. Hi, Pixel. Hi, Zed. Hi, Smile. Hi, Bits. As always, finally awake to catch a stream. Bits, I hate XS overlay. Is too big. Bits air, oi, nuh-uh. Fuck you mean, nuh-uh. No Peggy's too late, what the fuck. Missed like 3 streams and he's still complaining about XS overlay. It's a staple of the stream, right? Is that ever gonna go away? Are you kidding me? Hang on. There's no way. You always complaining. Walkies. Hi, B-Top. I can't even use SteamVR now. Because SteamVR is frozen. Bro. What is happening? Alright, alright. Bits is later, what do you mean? Well, now I need to get rid of this thing. You go back. Oh, I had to put it right there, didn't I? Turn it here. I turn this here. Okay. The fuck am I gonna do for overlays? This is screen 1. Fuck it, I know what I'll do. Fucking love when I have to do this. I fucking love when I have to do this. Can you fucking... I can't grab anything on my PC. What is happening? No, don't fucking open like that. I wish you guys could see just how I'm struggling. Okay. Okay. Later from earlier. Hi, Elder. Yulong am making chip bed. Real and true. No, maybe. Hi, Zuvi. Cheese may be involved? Hell yeah. Chocolate? Nuh-uh. I know what you can grab instead. Choco potato. Doesn't have pants grab smile. Yuland add pants grab. You guys have to send it to me. Okay, how am I... Okay, I think I can manage... I think I can manage with this. I just need to take my notes. Oh, God. Okay. Can I... Wow, I hate this so much, guys. Okay, okay. I've got everything on one screen now. And that I can move around with excess overlay. Adapt, improvise, overcome. Let's start stretches. He doesn't need to have it. He knows. Okay, in DMs, nerd. Why I do that? Because that's where you send it. But I sent it in chat. I'm not clicking it in chat. What are you, nuts? I'm already struggling enough. I'm not gonna add more stuff to my plate and add it now. I didn't ask? Then it's not getting added! What do you mean? Oh, actually, that one I just wouldn't have added anyway. I'll send it Yulong. You can send it, I just also don't want pants grab. If he does it in DM, how can we review it and make sure he sent the right pants grab? This fucking guy. Hi, Sam Ghost Demon. Weekend haunting soon? Hi, Kodiak. I'm already getting haunted. My PC feels like it's fucking dying. Can I... What is the thing to do? This is the thing to do. Okay. If I can't have, multiple screens, at least I can have 2 screens. There's only one pants grab? There's probably, like, tons of pants grabs. There's just the main one and then, like, everybody's own versions. There are many pants to grab. Didn't pop my back. Lunges. That's where we're at. Does anybody recognize this map? The music in the 2 houses there? I don't think there's anything that gives it... There's nothing that, like, particularly gives it away. Hi, Glabble. It bedtime smile. I was late preparing my stuff today, and I did not get through all the videos I wanted to watch, because I was going to bed at 2 AM yesterday, and Media was like, I'm playing Rabbits and Steel, want to join you, Lyndon? I was like, fucking yeah, I do. Uland Pants Grab. Hi, Yabai friend. Yabai fiend. Is it Mario? But I don't want to go to bed. I want to stay up and make fun of Uland with you. Make fun of him for me instead. It's my time. Holy shit, guys. The state of play yesterday had so much shit. Was there anything in particular that I saw and I thought of bits with? Eh. Sleep well, bits. Did I do my lunges? I don't know if I did. We'll do 2 more just in case. Y'all got any gameplay? Nah, we got CGI trailers. There was a few gameplay videos, but the vast majority of them were CGI trailers, which, to be fair, looked really, really good. Like, any one of those, it would have you could have just made a movie, and I would have been fucking down. But you made a 2 to 4 minute CGI trailer, and you're gonna try and lose money on a game. I guess. Good luck. But man, those trailers, some of them were so fucking good. We did lunges. And we're at this thing. Y'all got any memorable games? Nah, we got cinematic experiences. Now that's, I don't know if I agree with that one, Bits. I mean, first and foremost, fucking Monster Hunter. Everything else is now a name that's okay, I want to keep an eye on this. Not particularly oh shit, I'm gonna remember this forever, but I'm gonna keep an eye on this. I'm gonna lose all my points? Oh no. Sometimes it's not a cinematic experience, sometimes it's a walking simulator. Good night, Chad. Fuck you, Ewan. Fuck you, Bits. Good night. Alright, Sam Ghost Demon, you redeemed Koopo. So, we've got this on. I'm a Moogle for the day. That's all it does, is one day of just me having a pom-pom. Like a Moogle. Heck you, Bits. Peggy's Error. Wow. Ball. Hope there's crumbs on your bed, Bits. What? You hope there's crumbs on his bed? That's... okay. I guess that's a bad thing? I mean, I guess I wouldn't want crumbs on my bed. This map, by the way, is from Sword and Shield. It's the, Fairy Town village. I keep crumbs on my bed so I can have snacks in the middle of the night. I'm gonna play some Pixel Car Racer. Hell yeah. The last racing game I played was Disney Speed Force. It was okay. It was pretty good for like a Mario Kart clone. Hi, Cairo. Cairo, did you see the state of play? Holy. That's like my entire notes today is just games. And half of the videos are, didn't watch this one, because I woke up at 8:20 today. I was like, oh, fuck. I have 20 minutes to, like, watch hours worth of state of the play stuff. Whoops. Stayed up all night playing Rabbit and Steel. We're at squats? Yeah. Hi, Media. I felt like dog water last night, Media. I have never played that bad before in Rabbit and Steel, but I still had fun. Gosh, the state of play was so bad? Really? I liked a lot of the games that were shown. I mean, just that it had Monster Hunter, in my mind, is like instant win. It's like the state of play could have been Monster Hunter, and then it's good. You're much better than me? I don't know. That last hour and a half, Media, of me dying 3 times on every boss fight, it was like, wow, I'm supposed to be the one that has 50 hours in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Monhunt and Dynasty Warriors, right? I agree. Okay. Silent Hill 2 Remake. I figure people are excited for that. God of War Ragnarok coming to PC. People are gonna like that. Where Winds Meet looks good. That looks good. Concord. It's a 5v5 first-person shooter. And that sucks. But, like, that trailer, that was a banging trailer. That was really good. I don't know if you've ever seen the Beyond Good and Evil 2 trailer, but, like, I literally was just thinking of that the whole time. Ballad of Antara looks good. Skydance Behemoth. This one's tragic. I thought this was good, but it's PSVR 2 exclusive, so rip. Infinity Nikki. It exists. I hope people have fun with it. Everything else I didn't see. No Aki's Hurricane today, though? Yeah, you were busy today. I've got a dance event tonight. Would like to keep my thighs. No, I remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. That's the fastest I've gone through squats in a long time. Let's get the shitty thing over with. Get through our plank. Hi, Space Fish. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Dehi. Hello, Pookie. Oh, we've got stuff to talk about with Pookie. 3-minute plank. Let's go. 10 seconds down. Despite Spacefish and Foss's best efforts to keep me unproductive yesterday, I still got a video out. I'm kidding, Spacefish. It was worth it. I had fun. 30 seconds down. Hi, Archangel. 45 seconds. Yeah. Oh, God. 1 minute down. 1 minute of planking. Oh, God. Gonna be 3 minutes yet? The worst part of this is that it just takes so long. I wish I could just, like, sprint with planking. I wish I could do it in, like, 30 seconds to a minute, but have it be, like, really high intensity for that. Minute and a half down. Ogland, we are Moogle today. Can I get some Newland Wiggles in the chat? 19:30, so we're going to 22:30. We're almost at 1 minute more. One more minute. Ow. 50 more seconds. I feel like I need to pop my upper back. That's unusual. It doesn't hurt, it's just like it wants to be popped. 40 more seconds. Ow. 30 seconds. Oh God, can time go faster? This hurts. 25 seconds. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I'm guessing you didn't see my streak earlier? I did see the streak, Archangel. I didn't see the message with it because I can't see messages like that. My shit is fucking bugged today. And XS overlay is just not working. I cannot select... Oh no. I cannot select which window or app to show in my overlays. And now, I cannot delete all overlays. Okay, there we go. Okay. But I can check it before I get on the treadmill. 160 stream streak. Facey Shiny. That is quite easily the biggest streak. Bits and Logitech had higher streaks, but then both of them had their streaks broken. Bits through his sleep schedule, Logitech through, I think he had to move. But they didn't get up to 160. That is quite impressive. Alright, everybody look away. Just, you know, turn around for a moment. I don't want you to see this, it's embarrassing. Eyes. Okay. We switched this. We switch this. And then we hit play over here. It's Desolace. This is a lot of people's least favorite zone in WoW. And, I think for vanilla WoW, that's fair. Oh, God. Because I'm going off of my monitor and not applications, anytime my hand goes to the bottom right, I'm gonna see the fucking, like, tray pop up for Windows. And you know what's all over there. Let's just get it out of the way. Let's just talk about it. Trump was found guilty on all 34 counts. If you want to learn more, Google Trump 34 and go to the images tab to learn more about It writes itself, it really does. Gaslighting for getting me. I hit 169. God damn it, Ewan. Not to be too political on the channel. He was found guilty of all 34. He is convicted, but the sentencing will happen later. So he can appeal. That's it, you get taxes. You want to pay your taxes, Pixel. Don't say that like you weren't gonna pay them today. You know what, Elder? So yeah, that's the stuff with Trump. Obviously, the country is very divided. Some of them are very upset. Some of them are like, you know, lock him up. For the next, like, week, you're gonna see 2 things trending on Twitter at all times. Guilty or free. Lock him up or rigged. That's pretty much all I want to talk about Trump. The big thing I want to talk about. Oh my god, I want to talk about Monster Hunter Wilds. That trailer, so we got another 3-minute trailer. And we got a bunch of information with it. Number 1. They talked about, like, the direction of the game and the world building. My face when Trump was the one to divide us. Shia LaBeouf lied. They really want the world building of Monster Hunter Wilds to be unforgiving and hostile. Oh hey, happy Femboy Friday. Hi, Monkey Monk. Yulin, the strongest femboy to ever walk the universe. They really want the world setting to be, like, harsh and unforgiving, but they still want it to be, like, vibrant and beautiful. So they said every zone will have 2 versions. It's going to have its, like, pristine daylight, blooming life, very vibrant, very serene. And then each environment is going to have, like, a hostile version. Which, this almost makes me think of Warframe, where they have their 3 open worlds that each have 2 versions. They have the Plains of Eidolon with day and night. They have, not... I'm forgetting the second open world area, what it's called. It's not Solaris, but it's on Venus. And that's got the heat cycle and cold cycle. And then there's Deimos, which has the 2 different alien worms and who's, like, alive and who's blown up. They're gonna do something similar to that with Monster Hunter Wilds. And so we've seen one environment so far. And we know it has, like, and this is all from speculation videos. We know it has a blooming cycle and a storm cycle. 2K left for the taxes. We're definitely hitting that today. We know from speculation videos from the trailer like a year and a half ago that the first zone is going to have like a storm that just shreds everything in the storm. There's constantly lightning strikes. There's going to be like lightning rods that protect areas, and there's going to be monsters that like have almost like lightning rods built into them. But it's going to be a very like thunderstorm constantly happening area half the time. And then it will kind of like climax, and the storm will clear, and all of the fauna and wildlife will kind of just like ease up, and like all the plants open up, the sky opens up, and it's very much going to be oh, you're in the safe version now. And that's what they want to do with the environments. They want to have each zone have a like nice, chill, safe version, and then it has a really dangerous version where every monster gets riled up. Every monster is like competing for resources, and so they're a lot more aggressive. Climax, I'm at work, but aye, Captain. I need to get back into Warframe. It's been 6 to 7 years since I last played. I have a friend's Discord that's has a really active Warframe channel. It's Corvu. She has a Warframe community that they're all pretty active, and so if you're looking for people to play with, or explain things, that is the place to go to. I myself, I know a bit about Warframe. I've kept up. I think I might be a quest behind. Hi, Sleepies. But I myself am like, I'm only like Mastery rank 23. Thank you, Sleepies. I really appreciate that. Yes, my favorite farming simulator. I mean, yeah. Sleepies, I I played a ton of Rabbit and Steel yesterday. I played like 4 hours. I think I'm getting worse at the game. I think I'm actively more trash at the game now than I was 2 days ago. And I'm like, what happened? Why? I'm ass at it. You're just starting, Media. You're still at the point where somebody busts out one of the 5 unlocked characters and you go, oh wow, what is that? You don't get to say you're ass at it because you are still very new. I'm sitting here with like 200 boss kills, multiple hard clears, and just like, nah, I'm gonna forget everything and suck. Shocky. I think I'm very good at damage. Most runs yesterday, I was doing good damage. I'm just, I see the rotations, I see what each character is supposed to do, and for the most part, I'm able to do it. There's like 1 or 2 characters where I was like, I wonder if this is how it works. Oh god, nope. Nope, I have killed my build. But like, usually my damage was pretty good. I didn't have any pop-off runs. I didn't have any runs where like, I just got like 2 or 3 perfect items and I was hitting like 1.5k plus DPS. But I had a few where I was getting to 1,000. Sometimes you just need to unlearn mechanics. So like sometimes you gotta unlearn habits to then like build new habits, right? Except I wasn't building new habits. I was just dying. There was one match we did. There was one match where I got Ancient, and I got my Emerald Defensive right at the start. And I got a red secondary so that it does more damage. And I got an item that made my secondary, like, do even more damage. And so I, like... If I if I'd gotten the Emerald Special, and on top of that, if I had gotten a cooldown reduction, if I'd gotten the Black Steel Buckler, I would have been doing 2k DPS on the Ancient. And unfortunately, we just got to... I think we got to the Ruby Dark House, and it was like, I hadn't had a Ruby Dark House warm-up or anything. So we just fucking died to the Granite Dragon. I was like, oh, man. And then we went to the lake house a lot. And I have unlearned everything from the lake house. Like, so many times in just the frog bosses, I was just like, I've done this boss before. I've done this mechanic before. Why am I just slow? They made Ruby Dark House easier? I think it was just like, I hadn't done it that day. We did it. We killed the hard mode Ruby Dark House once or twice. The frog boss was what was getting me yesterday. The frogs was like kicking my ass. Biggest mistake, thinking you could take 4 dragons. I could take 5 dragons. In a fight, right? Core. In a fight, right? Yulin can take dragons, just a bit different ones. So you about the zone, I love the ambience. I actually love Desolace, Cairo. Desolace is one of my favorite zones, and I don't fully know why. I think it's just I spent a lot of time here in Classic, and it, like, sticks out to me. I think the rework for it is great. But, like, even Classic Desolace, I was like, I'm down with this. I still stand by my statement that Ruby Dark House is tuned, like, the next difficulty up. So when are you Luna ready? I'm not even hard ready. I like the Emerald Lake thing. The music is gold. The music is so good there. The Emerald Lake has the hardest mechanics to deal with in co-op. Like, just hands down. Hi, Techno Rave. I think, I would say the King's Arsenal and the Scholar's Nest are the 2 easiest zones. Those I would put at the easiest. Then I would put the Ruby Dark House and the Church Streets above that. And then I would put the Frog at the top, but that's co-op. I would switch Lake House and the Ruby Dark House for solo. And even co-op, I think the Ruby Dark House boss is really hard. But a lot of the other bosses in the Dark House are not that difficult. But just looking at the bosses, I think the Crow is the easiest. Then the Wolf, then the Mouse. Then the Frog, then the Dragon. If it's co-op, the Frog is equivalent to the Dragon. And you were right about Dancer. It's absolute BS. I was mashing buttons and doing insane amounts of DPS while bringing help to the team. So the Dancer is not a support. It can be played as a support, but any class can be a support. I have seen somebody play Druid where they just give 80% invulnerability uptime to the team. Which is like, what the fuck? Oh my god. I have seen an Assassin play, like, insane support. Less so in keeping people alive, but more so in, debuffing the boss. I have seen a Defender support, and just, they were removing just so many projectiles. They were either making us invulnerable, or they were just deleting the stuff on the screen. There's a lot of, like, item stuff. Now, I do think Druid and Dancer are the easiest to build into support. But very much anybody can be a support. And anybody is a DPS. I think my leg is drifting. It sure is. I think, every class should be shooting for like 200 DPS on the first boss. If you do 200 DPS, you did good. I have seen some classes that are able to just like, you know, they get procs or they get crits, and they do like 250 on the first boss. But I feel like 250 or 200 is the mark to shoot for on that very first fight. And there isn't a single class that I've seen fail to do 200. That's not true. 200 DPS on all first bosses except Dog. Yes, 100% true. Oh god, sleepies. We had a Dog first boss once, and I was playing Ancient, and I fucking whiffed everything. I whiffed literally 3 specials, and when it like transitioned over, it was like, you did 94 DPS, and I'm just sitting there like, I fucking hate bosses that move. I fucking hate them so much. It was like, oh man, I really should have waited on that. That's my bad. And then I go to use it a second time as the boss runs. I was just like, I did it again. Then like a third time right as the boss is on their way dying. And I missed, and I was just like, God damn it. God damn it. Ocean Mechanics and Emerald Lake OST is smug by a VTuber fun fact? Is sung by a VTuber fun fact. I didn't know that. That's cool. Dancer and Bruiser are both silly strong. Single item plus Emerald special equals one run. Yeah, so Media is typically a player that it's very defensive. Media's survivability is really good. And I don't want to say struggle, but their difficulty comes from keeping their damage up. Now, they've mostly played Assassin, which, in my opinion, is like the hardest class to get damage out of. Not that it can't do damage, but like, I see Assassins pop off less than other classes. And so I'm very eager. Actually, I think Media has Bruiser unlocked, because I'm pretty sure we did a Ruby Dark House run. With the Bruiser having an 8-second defensive, I feel like Media is just going to be untouchable with the Bruiser when they play them. Ibaramu. This is Decimus. This is the Kata version of it. I'll get to the vanilla version someday, but oh my god, it's taken me a while to level on Season of Discovery. Oh yeah, Yulin was playing Bruiser. Casually 2k hits damage with basic attack. I had the Emerald primary, which puts a 6-second cooldown on your primary. I really liked that, and I liked a different primary for Bruiser. Bruiser, I need to get a lot better at using my defensive with Bruiser and like staying alive with them. But Bruiser is actually a class that I enjoy the different rotations with. So like with Ancient, I really like one build. And if I'm not doing that build, I'm not having as much fun on Ancient, and I'm not doing as well. Once I get that build going, I'm golden, I'm having fun. But to really be good at Rabbit and Steel, you need to be able to do all the builds of a character. And so, with Bruiser, I feel like I can do good damage with like 3 different builds. I just fucking suck at staying alive on Bruiser, more so than other classes. Deja Vu leg. 200 DPS on all first bosses except Dog. My problem is that at some point my brain gets an overload with all the mechanics happening at once. Yeah, very much. I've been told a lot of it is just you shouldn't be looking at patterns. You shouldn't be looking at all the mechanics happening, you should be looking at patterns. So, like, you're at this point in the fight and they're doing this, you already know where to move. Are you talking about WoW again? Very briefly. Like, there's a cutting area, a safe area, go together, and stop moving at the same time. And I was just like, yeah. Yeah, I really struggle in the lake house with the stop moving and keep moving. 100% uptime Berserk is busted. I haven't done a focus on Berserk build. Hi Wrath. Greetings, Zealand the Warlord. What I have done with Bruiser is I've done a few different builds with the primary secondary. So I had one build yesterday where I had two main runs with the Bruiser, where the first one I got the Emerald primary, and then I got the secondary that makes it hit harder, or at least I was aiming for it. I don't remember if I actually got it, but basically every 6 seconds my primary just had a base damage of 1,000, which was like fucking insane. Media was playing Assassin and they were like, oh, I just did 1,100 backstab. Did I just see 2,500? Yulin, what did you do that just hit for 2,500? And I'm like, don't worry about it. Your backstab was really cool. And like every 6 seconds, I'm just doing like a fucking mega punch. That build was fun. The other build I did was I got the metronome boots that make your global cooldown 1.1. And then I got the Ruby primary. And I just wasn't even charging this sucker. I was just fucking firing it out. Because instead of having a 3.5 GCD, because of the metronome boots, it had a 1.1. But its base damage was still like 350 or something ridiculous. So it was like just these uncharged primaries going out for like bonkers damage. And I was like, yeah, I'm fucking okay with this. This is working. Abyssal Rage isn't even a build, it's just your Emerald special. What does the Emerald special... Okay, what do all the gems do for the specials for Bruiser? Because while I use it as much as I do at first, I find myself moving away from it once I get more stuff going on. Don't know them all off by heart, but Emerald... Okay. Your special starts on 25-second cooldown, but then is a 25-second long buff with 20... Oh, okay. I think I saw it yesterday and didn't understand it. If that's what it is, I just fucking want it all the time. It's 100% uptime Berserk. That's fucking awesome. It's absolutely demented how good it is. Yeah, I literally want that every time. Does it charge every primary, or is it just you get the Berserk buff? Easily the best upgrade in the whole game? There's a few things that are like that. So like on Ancient, if I see Emerald defensive, I take that every single time. There is not a scenario where I don't take that on Ancient. Kind of the same with Emerald Special, but if I have the choice between the two in the first shot, I take the defensive. Basically, you have to wait 25 seconds for Berserk, but then you have it for the entire rest of the fight. Hi, the Riddle. Is this Bubble Boot Yulin? Okay. Yulin chat, which means all items that increase your GCD are just free damage? Because Zerk sets it to 0.8? Wait, hold on. Berserk just makes your global cooldown 0.8. I didn't know that. I thought it was just haste. I thought it was just 20% off your global cooldowns. Yes, on your primary? Oh my god. It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, that sounds ridiculous. There's a few other things that I'm like, For this class, this is something you always take. Berserk is set. All GCDs is 0.8. Okay. That's good to know. I can see myself becoming a bruiser main. Right now I consider myself a druid main. I've had my best runs on ancient, but if I don't get like 2 gems and a cooldown upgrade, I feel like I'm trash on ancient. My best run on ancient was red secondary, emerald special, emerald defensive, and I had a black steel buckler. So my secondary had an 8-second cooldown, but my defensive had a 2-second cooldown, and it refunds your secondary. So I was literally just holding defensive and secondary, which means my pet was literally just flying back to me, flying out, flying back to me, flying out, flying back to me, flying out, and resetting the cooldown of special by like 6 or 8 seconds every time. And then every like 3 seconds, the special would go off automatically. And the Black Steel Buckler was giving me counter every fucking time I used my defensive. So my secondary, my Ruby secondary was hitting for bonkers damage. And this build was putting me at like 1,900 DPS. I like Dancer and Bruiser for procs, and I cast Fist respectively. And third place is probably Defender, because Rolling Guard is wonderful for teammates. Just combat roll into a Telegraph to save a teammate. I like Defender, but I don't like their standard rotation. I like doing weird shit with Defender. So I had one run where it was like, all of your damage is, if it hits less than 100, will do 100 damage. And then I got the 5 primary. I forget which gem it was, but basically your primary stabs 5 times. And then I got something that you have a 30% chance on hit to shock everything with lightning. And then I got the katana that's like, your primary has a chance to be like a 0.5 GCD. And so literally I wasn't using secondary or special. I was literally just a fucking machine gun with stabbing stuff with the lance. And that was doing like 900, 1000 DPS. I'm like, this is fucking fun. This is so stupid that it's working. Just combat roll into a Telegraph, save a teammate. My first hard clear was on Bruiser. Had Dark Glass Spear, Twin Star Earrings, and just destroyed everything in seconds. The Dark Glass Spear has a cap on it, right? Because I keep seeing that, and I'm just like, there's no way that's not the most busted item on a Dancer. There's absolutely no way. 500 damage cap yet? Okay. If that didn't have a cap, that would be fucking insane on Dancer. Time Space Dagger? Time Space Dagger is the same, where on a few classes, it's just busted. Yeah, Time Space Dagger with Emerald Special, same thing with the Dark Glass Sphere. It just puts them at 500. Ah yes, Spin deals 800 plus damage. It was fun playing with media last night, because they were discovering a lot of things for the first time. When they saw the Emerald Special on Dancer, they were like, 99-second cooldown, what? But it hits so hard! It's my awful media impression. I haven't really got to play with people that much. Would you like to play with people, Kumi? Or is, like, something about your PC or connection just stopping you? Since the friend who I'd wanted to play with a lot has kept getting grabbed. I really need to play with Bits because I haven't yet. And then I wanted to play with Sis yesterday. I wanted to play with Etsuko and Sis. But I was hanging out in VR chat with people at the time. And then when I finished that, they had 4 people. And I was like, man. I mean, for me, it's specifically playing with friends. Okay. Yeah, I was in VR chat. On Minecraft. Oh, God. We gotta talk about Minecraft. I learned a hard lesson in Minecraft yesterday. Did you know that mending on your stuff to refresh its durability is based on getting experience? Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm sure you all knew that. And did you know that it needs to be in your fucking hands, either the main hand or offhand slot, to work? 'Cause I fucking didn't. So I sat there in an experience farm for 3 hours yesterday, got a shit ton of levels, and then I open up my inventory like, cool, let's see how my diamond axe is now. It's exactly the same at 5% durability. What the fuck happened? And everybody's like, did you put it in your main hand? And I was like, no, I didn't put it in my main hand. How would I fucking know about that? God damn it! It's one of those useless Minecraft factoids I've retained despite not playing in years. Oh no, Yulin fucked up. Cat mean him. Yeah, I didn't know this. So I grinded out 50 levels at an AFK experience farm while talking to people in VR chat. Tab back in, it was all fucking pointless. Literally no reason to do it at all. I guess the experience was nice, but look on the bright side. It was definitely one of those things that, like, all the veterans of Minecraft, they know. Of course they know this. Who doesn't know this? But then a new player forgets about this, and it's like, oh yeah, I really should have mentioned that tidbit, but I can see why, like, you wouldn't think to mention that. You can use those 50 levels to get some garbage enchants that don't work for your items. God damn it. I was mad about it, guys. I was so excited, like, I got 50 levels. I've never been this high in Minecraft before. My diamond axe that I've, been scared to lose is gonna be fully repaired. Why is it 5%? What the fuck? Did I think I may have forgotten to fill my water. Yeah, I don't think I filled my water. This is light. Oops. If I really need water, I'll go get more. So yeah, Juice has a nice... Oh god, here's the other thing. On the server, Juice built this experience farm. It's basically a skeleton spawner where they land between 3 dogs and the dogs kill the skeletons. GG, dehydrated Yulin. I was like, hey guys, where's the experience farm? And they're like, these coordinates. So I go to those coordinates, but I'm like not finding it right away, and Juice is like, I'll just get on and show you. So Juice gets on, and he builds the, not the ladders, but like the bamboo ladder thing. The scaffolding. He builds a tower of scaffolding, so I'm like, oh, okay, it's right there. So I go over to the scaffolding, and he had gone up the scaffolding just a little bit to, like, basically look out over the landscape for me. Well, I saw him go up it, and so I was like, oh, okay, the experience farm is up. The experience farm was actually in the ground. I thought it was up, so I started climbing the scaffolding. And Juice sees me climbing, and he's like, you don't actually go to the top, it's down here. And I was like, oh. At this point, I'm like at the top of the scaffolding, way up in the sky. So I'm like, okay, it's just like a ladder, right? I just move off to the side, and then I'll catch the ladder. Yeah, apparently that's not how scaffolding works, or I did it wrong. So I just fell off the scaffolding and died there. And it was just like... It was one of those moments in Minecraft where I was like, why am I playing this game? Am I having fun? I'm having fun playing this game, right? I think I'm just not having fun right now. But I am having fun playing Minecraft. That was the thought process in my head. And poor Juice is just like, oh, yeah, I'll put your stuff in a chest. Wow, that's not how it works, but yeah. Hi, Akai Hana. I'm walking. This is my morning exercise. Can you grab scaffolding like a ladder? Should practice scaffolding safety. Where are we off to? We are in Desolace. It's a zone in World of Warcraft. I love Minecraft. I love Minecraft. I love Minecraft. Literally me at that moment. Yolandi was close to join the dark side. Oh, Mince Raft. If I climb to the top of scaffolding and I'm standing on top of it, how do I go down scaffolding? Are you, like, walking somewhere in the real world? Or on some kind of rig? I am on a treadmill. So what we're seeing here is a YouTube video. In VR chat, this is what I see. I did my stretches in the Pokemon Sword and Shield Ballerine Forest, I think it is? Let me check. Worlds. Ballania Forest. Scaffolding is after my time, so no idea. 1 by 1? That tells me nothing, Pixel. Climb inside, I think? I figured I'd just jump off and then catch it on the side like a ladder. And I kind of just like bumped up against it and wasn't grabbing it while holding the W key, and I was like, oh no. And I just... You crouch, shift? Oh my god, okay. Thank you. I think it would be funny if you were actually walking, and there's just someone walking with a headset on, somewhere just talking to themselves. Well, so people can join me. A lot of my friends will join me, and sometimes they'll be immersive too, right? They'll be on a standing treadmill themselves, and walking along the path with me. And some of them are just like, yeah, I'm too tired for that, and they'll just lay down in VR in front of me. And it's really funny just seeing them just dragged along on the path. Walkies are the best? Hell yeah. Walkies with friends are the best in my mind. Climb inside and scale up and down using jump and crouch button? Block by block? Okay. Yeah, I was just treating it like a ladder, which apparently gets you killed when you jump down. But back to Rabbit and Steel. We played a lot yesterday. I met Roxas. They were very nice. I kept thinking Yuki was gonna join us. Yuki was like, let's make it a foursome. And I was like, yes, get on, Yuki. join us for rabbits, but they were just like, nah, and I was like, oh, okay. I had a lot of fun yesterday. Despite how fucking trash I played, I did have fun. A what sum? A foursome. Because it's 4-player co-op. Also, what are the rules of chat? I didn't get them when I joined. Mostly common sense. I mean, it's basically the Twitch rules. You know, no racism, no homophobia, no transphobia. Basically, if I tell you something like, hey, we're done talking about this, we're done talking about it. Be polite, the standard stuff. So no snow bunnies? No snow bunnies yet. Hi, Kisu. No NASCAR or F1 in chat. You can talk about NASCAR or Formula 1. You might even attract some people like Elite and Snowblade. How did you sleep last night? I slept a lot in the day. I slept 2 hours in VR, got out of VR, immediately slept like 3 more hours in my bed. And then I wanted to go to bed at 2 a.m. and I'd wake up at like 5 or 6 and have plenty of time to go over videos and stuff. Instead, I played Rabbit and Steel with Media till 5 a.m. And so I woke up at 8 and had no fucking time to prepare. Like literally half of the State of Play videos I didn't even watch. And what is the Kupo? The Kupo is a long-running joke of this stream, in that they call me a Moogle. Because my very first avatar from like... No, don't worry about it, Media. I had a lot of fun. The avatar I used from like day 5 to day, I think 30. It was a VCAT model. So it had a red cube above its head that said sample to let you know this is a VCAT sample. You know, they're going to delete the model at some point. But I streamed with that for a month. And somebody was like, yo, he looks like a pixelated Moogle ass. And that joke stuck. Eventually they put a Moogle on the back of my shirt. And then we have since added a redeem, where somebody can redeem for 30,000 channel points, Kupo. And I will put the Moogle pom-pom on for the rest of the day. Or me, oh wow. Also, hello gangsters. Hi, Ellie. Is Ewan ready to carry me in hard mode? Good lord, no. I need to go back to normal mode to practice for hard. Moogland. Yes, they have very strong legs after all this walking. Oh my god. I could probably carry a lot of people IRL. I think, you know, giving piggyback rides, my legs would be fucking strong and good for that. But the more I play Rabbit and Steel, the worse I feel at the game. I'll be back in a sec. My dog is gone in the river. Okay. I don't know if I said hoy in the beginning, but hoy y'all. You did. I remember that you did. Maybe you can't carry me? I mean, maybe, but maybe I could. Oops, good luck retrieving them. War Funder. My best in Rabbit and Steel. If I get the build I like, I can do really well with Ancient. If I don't get the build, I can feel lackluster. And like, Ancient in particular is a bit more thought than I'd like. If I don't get some of the Emerald upgrades, I have to fucking think about Ancient. And I hate having to think about Ancient. If I play Druid, pretty much I can do any build. I'm not going to do any of the mine builds, but it's very rare to get stuck in a mine build. I very rarely have pop-off builds for Druid, But I never have a bad run with Druid. Does this map go anywhere off the path? 98% of the time, I'd say, they stay on the path. I actually make these videos. I recorded this one in World of Warcraft at, last night. And I uploaded it at, like, 5 a.m. When I finished playing Raven Steel with Media, I was like, did I upload that video? I don't think I fucking did. But yeah, I keep them on the path. Sorry, didn't mean to imply you fund wars. I just want to play War Thunder with Pixel. This is, you know, too far, Ellie. I can't believe you're going to say, you're just going to be one of those Debbie Downers that's like, you played Rabbit Steel? You know Rabbit Steel supports the war in Malaysia, right? Oh god, I don't know if there's actually a war in Malaysia or not. Hi, Josh. I was trying to think of a country that's not in war, and I'm like, I don't know if they are or not. Oh, shit. Oh, so the avatar is separate from the world. Yes, yes. So what you're seeing in the world is a YouTube video. What is actually happening is this. I'm walking on a treadmill, just in a VR chat map in place. But I'm green screening out the VR chat stuff and putting a YouTube video over it. Politically incorrect Elon. I mean, haven't you ever had Starbucks before? No, because I'm not a War Thunder player. Basically, War Thunder. Ancient and Druid are probably my best. I've played a decent amount of Heavy Blade, but I don't feel particularly good at Heavy Blade. I just feel like Heavy Blade's easy to be like, I'm just gonna spam primary and do 80% of my damage. And then Defender I've played a lot. I feel like some real off-meta builds I can do well with, but I'm starting to see myself playing a lot of Bruiser. Bruiser's really fun. I love Starbies. Do you see the world, or are you just seeing the Mushroom Room? I see the Mushroom Room, but I have VR overlay. So right now I have a box in front of me. Normally I have 3 boxes in front of me. I would have my OBS for stream. I'd have Chatterino to see chat. And then I'd have my notepad with all the stuff to talk about for stream. But because XS Overlay is being a fucking butt today, I have it all in one box. I'm tracking my monitor. Anytime I put my hand up like this and then I move it down, it goes over like the bottom right area of my monitor, and it brings up like the trending news stories from Microsoft, which of course is just nothing but the Trump trial right now. I keep being like, oh my god. I'm not a Starbucks fan either. I got the dog out the river. Good. I just like the mugs they have sometimes. I don't think Starbucks is bad. I just think it's overpriced. Not that I like coffee or anything. I think I've gone to Starbucks and, like, literally ordered milk or something. I remember it wasn't Starbucks, but it was a competitor of theirs. My friend was like, it's like Starbucks, but way better. They had cinnamon milk. What the fuck? They had cinnamon milk? That shit is so good. I think it's overpriced too, yeah. And the package store bought coffee is consistent. I've never been in Starbucks? That's good. Yeah, I have 4 dogs. I think I possibly should have stopped with 1. I'm like the most animal-friendly, not animal person. So I look at pets and I'm like, these things cost money. Dog food ain't free. Vet bills ain't free. You know, pet sitting if you have to go somewhere ain't free. I look at animals as just like, this is an expense, and the more expenses, the worse off. But like, there isn't a single animal that I've met that doesn't like me. I get along with every dog, every cat. I don't get attacked by things that aren't dogs and cats. I do have one dog, but it's not really mine, it's my parents' dog. And so, like, half the year I don't even see the dog, because they go to Florida for half the year, and I stay here on my own. Last time I got Starbucks, though, I burnt off all my taste buds. I thought caution hot meant it's hot but drinkable. Oh, no. I've drunk more tea than I have coffee, and I still prefer energy drinks for my caffeine. It was, in fact, just below boiling. I couldn't taste for a week. Jesus. I'd be fucking slamming tea at work since I put an electric kettle on my desk. Hell yeah. If I go over the Rabbit and Steel classes, Ancient, Druid, those are my two mains. I really like Heavy Blade, Defender, and Bruiser, but I need to play them more to really familiarize myself with them. After that, I don't really care about the other 5 classes. The Wizard, the Assassin, the Sniper, the Spell Sword. What else is it? The Dancer. I don't really care about those, but each of them has a build that I like. And so, like, if I had a way to guarantee a gem, I would like this more. So I would really like the Sniper if I could guarantee Garnet primary. I fucking hate playing the Sniper without Garnet primary. But if I have that, I'm having fun. I mean, domestic animals must just align with your aura, you know? You're a good boy, you. I have a Newfoundland, which is the oldest. Cocker Spaniel, a St. Bernard crossed with a Newfoundland, and another Spaniel. Hell yeah. Have you had the Rockstar whipped ones? So too small, too big. I have had 4 dogs in my life. 3 Boston Terriers, and all of those have passed away. Cuteland? No, you. All of the Boston Terriers have passed away. 2 of them were amazing. One of them was kind of a shit. Right now, the one dog we have is a boxer. And it's like... it's a very pretty boxer. We get stopped on the street a lot where people are like, "Oh my god, your dog is so pretty." "Oh, thank you." "No, I mean it. Your dog is beautiful." Okay, you're starting to be weird, dude. That is an interaction that has happened like 3 times. I left my fucking frozen vegetables in the work fridge. Oh, you hate to see it. We also had a husky at one point, but it was a complete menace and didn't fit with the others. Yeah, so... people like to say all dogs go to heaven, all dogs are good dogs. They haven't had a bad dog. Bad dogs absolutely exist. Our 3rd Boston Terrier, he was cute. My god, was he cute. But he had something in him. And, like, some were just mentally ill. I don't know. Like, it seemed like he had some, like, schizophrenia or, like, neuroticism. It definitely seemed like he was neurotic. But, like, he just did some malicious stuff. We taught him the command drop it, which is, you know, don't bite down on that. Literally drop it on the ground. We don't want you to eat that. We knew he knew how to do this. And he got a Christmas ornament off the tree. And we looked at him and we said, "Brody, drop it." And he looked at my mom. And he slowly crunched down on it. And, like, that was a moment of, like, oh. That was malicious. That was, like, he wanted to hurt him. Like, goddamn. I've only got one dog right now, and he's a 50-50 Siberian Husky Alaskan Malamute. He's as tall as a Doberman, thicker built. So, got a barrel chest. I hate dogs. Also, hi chat. I'm done spraying my plants with chemical. It killed 3 of the chickens we had at some point, but gave up after it attempted to get the goose. Yeah, so my first dog I got when I was 7. His name was Lucky. And, this dog was so fucking smart. And he was really good-natured. He actually seemed almost like a cat in a dog's body, but just really, really good-natured. He was very motherly and always wanted to take care of people. If you were sick, he was at your side all day, just wanting to comfort you. If you were in a bad mood or something, he was there for you. And then he's also just really intelligent. But he'd get lonely. He wouldn't, like, misbehave. He just, like, showed signs of being really lonely, like, when left alone and not wanting us to leave. So we got a second Boston Terrier named, Toby. Toby was a bit of an idiot. Not all that graceful. A total garbage cut. Literally didn't know when to stop eating. But he was such a mama's boy, and he was so sweet to us and Lucky. He could be a little bit of a bully to Lucky when playing, but, he was a sweetheart overall. When we got Toby, Lucky was so happy, he was, like, dancing over him. And we thought he was gonna step on him, but he was so careful, and literally didn't step on him once, and was just, like, so spatially aware that we were like, damn, Lucky's cool. Toby, exact opposite. Toby had the grace of a trash can. Lucky passed away. Toby got incredibly depressed and passed away soon after. And then, and then 6 months later we got, Brody. Brody was a menace, just an absolute menace. And then we got Jasmine. Jasmine is a boxer. And she's like, she's very lovable, she's very affectionate, but she's a bit of a spoiled princess. She gets treats for doing absolutely nothing. And she's at the point now where if she feels like she should get a treat, she kind of like, not growls, but like groans at us. And she's like, oi, I existed, where's my treat? And my mom and I are just like, what the fuck, we're not giving you a treat for nothing. And my dad's like, oh, that was cute, I think you deserve a treat for that. And it's like, bro, you're the problem. She's very like eager to get attention. And so if you ever call her name, she will come running right away. Unless she's more interested in something. And for a while, she was eating her own poop. And so I remember there was one time in the backyard, she starts like eating poop, and I'm like, oi, Jasmine, get over here. And she looked at me and was like, nah, this is better. And it was like, oh, it's about you, not about obedience. Okay. Fucking spoiled princess. Yeah, huskies have a really high prey drive. If it's not nipped in the bud early, it's pretty impossible to get rid of. What gender was your husky? Female, if I remember correctly. Okay. Can only imagine if she was male. We also had 2 German Shepherd when I was a child. No, I generally drink Celsius. We had the Rockstar. Which ones? I drink Celsius, Rain, or Monster. And the sweetest little spaniel called at one point. Called Allie at one point. Okay. Dad loved their princess. It really is like, this is the first dog that's dad's. So like, Lucky was mine. Toby was my mom's. Brody was my mom's. Jasmine is just dad's. And like, oh my god, she loves him more than anyone. And it's like, well, he fucking spoils her, so yeah. I like Rain and Monster. Never had Celsius though. The Rockstar with, they're really tasty though. My reasoning for preferring them is they're not really carbonated. We're at 2.5 miles. Hell yeah. Hi, Smug. Did you see the Monster Hunter stuff yesterday, Smug? Oh my god. People literally just keep doing the meme of the, you can't just do this. You can't just drop Monster Hunter Wilds trailer in my life and then say it's coming out in 2025. Cool as hell, bro. God, I want it so bad. So, there's a focus on the hostile world. It's going to be very unforgiving. They also showed 3 monsters. So they showed the Chatacabra, which we'd seen in the first trailer. This is the brown Gos Harag, that's in a fucking, pack. So in the first trailer, we saw, 5 of them fucking destroy a pack of, Aptonoths or something. In this trailer, it was a pack of them, and the hunter was, trying to hunt the alpha. And so he's trying to, get the main Chatacabra away, which is, red fur, and the others are, standard brown fur. He's pulling it away, and then he uses a slinger to knock down some rocks to kind of block off the others, which, confirmation that there's a fucking slinger. And then he was fighting the Chatacabra with a greatsword, and they showed a bunch of greatsword moves. There was, a full-on, almost tug-of-war mechanic where, you're blocking with a greatsword, and just full-on in a strength contest with it. And then there was a move where, you stab into it with the greatsword, and then run alongside it doing multiple hits. It was holy shit. Greatsword mains were eating good in this trailer. I thought the Chatacabra was the one with the huge tongue. Also, hi. Hi, unknown. Oh, you're right. That was the Chatacabra. Chatacabra was the frog with the big tongue. The Doshaguma. That's the one that I was talking about. The Chatacabra was the second monster they showed, which was this frog. So it's this big blue frog. He's kind of muscular. Well, he's probably more like a toad because he's got kind of rough skin. He has 2 main things with his attacks. One, he's got a big thick tongue that he whips around. And 2, he can spin on his arms and get rocks and shit stuck to them. So expect to bounce off his arms like he's fucking Rajang. And expect him to punch you with them. Chatacabra and Doshaguma were the 2 main monsters they showed. The third monster, the toad have some hentai energy? I don't know why. I think I see what you're looking at. I don't know if I agree with you. The third monster was the Sacred. So the Sacrets are actually what you ride on. I kind of wish it was just a Great Macau. I kind of wish they were in Monster Hunter 4, we had the Great Macau, and we decided he would be a great riding buddy. They've decided to not use it. They've decided to make something very, very similar. And that's the raptor that you ride on. They showed a ton of things with the Sacred. So number 1, weapon swapping. In the first trailer, we saw that there was a gun in a pouch, while the main hunter had a greatsword on their back. And everybody's is that gun for show? Is that a trank gun? What is going on with that? And a lot of the theory crafters were no, that's a light bowgun. That is just straight up a light bowgun. That's going to be weapon swapping. So weapon swapping is something that we were theorizing for months now. And then they just showed it in the trailer yesterday. At one point, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, I sneezed once and the second sneeze got stuck. Thank you. My friends think it's a heavy bowgun. The one in the trailer yesterday might be a heavy bowgun. The one from the first trailer was 100% a light bow gun. Like, we know exactly which light bow gun it was. We don't know if that's like, you can only switch to guns while on a mount. That's one long sneeze. No. It was one sneeze, and then I got stuck for 20 seconds, and then second sneeze. We don't know if it's like, it has to be a bow gun on the mount, or if it's just any two weapons. We'll see. But we do know weapon swapping confirmed. Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze again. The other thing we saw was just mounted combat in general. They were just doing full bowgun attacks while mounted, which is like, oh shit, that's not like Monster Hunter Rise, where you're throwing the dumb little kunai. That's like a full-on, he's shooting the gun. And then, the thing that I picked up, there's a moment where, like, he gets knocked down. Like, he's just down and about to get hit. And the Doshiguma is, like, about to, like, fucking punch down at him. And the Sacred literally swoops in, he grabs it and mounts it, and, like, gets the fuck out of there. Like a CC escape. And it was like, okay, so you're gonna be able to use a cooldown with the Sacreds as, like, a get-out-of-jail-free card. Mount pickup? Exactly. Yes. The Toad have some hentai energy? I don't know why. I leave for a minute. What? We started talking about Monster Hunter Wilds with the trailer that was shown yesterday. Oh my god. I'm so excited for it. And then they didn't show it in the trailer, but they did show it in, like, the devs talking about the trailer. Number one, if you have save data for Monster Hunter World or Monster Hunter Rise, you're going to get some cosmetics in the game. Number two, I lost one. Number two, they are going to show the next trailer on June 8th, which is in real fucking soon. That is going to be the Summer Games Festival. And so in, like, barely over a week, we're going to get another Monster Hunter video. The Toad can't wait for the arts. Oh my goodness. We're at 2.8 miles. That was the big video. That was the big thing from State of Play. Other things that were shown. Astrobot. So this looks like a cute robot game. It literally is like Kirby Lost World vibes. It was literally like PlayStation and Sony saw Kirby Lost World and was like, let's fucking do that. And they just made a robot version of Kirby Lost World. It looks really cute. It's PlayStation 5 exclusive, so I don't know how many people are gonna play it. But it looks super cute. 2.8 miles. I think I might have done that this month. I go a minimum of 5 miles a day. But I end when a video ends. And so this video is like an hour and 20 minutes long. It's not going to get me to 5 miles. It'll probably get me 3.4, 3.3. And then if we get a really long video, we'll get like 4 miles and we'll have to go 7 today. If we get a perfect length video, we'll go right above 5. That'll bring a new meaning to tongue down. Okay, we'll stop. You don't have to stop. 134 so far. Astrobot looked good. God of War Ragnarok is coming to PC. I watched a lot of people play this. I watched Lay play this. Who else did I watch play this? I know I watched Lele play it a lot. I don't remember. But I know I watch someone else play a lot. Yay, PC release. Wait, yesterday, did they show more of that anime Soul game? Undying Dawn or whatever it's called? I think I have that in my notes. Until Dawn. Yes. I do have Until Dawn in my notes, Riddle. I didn't watch the trailer for that. I ran out of time and literally had to start streaming. So, there was something shown at the State of Play yesterday. I can't tell you anything about it. Oh no, it's not the one? Okay. Silent Hill 2 is getting a remake. I don't care about the Silent Hill games, so to me this is like, whatever. But Silent Hill is one of those series that, like, people love Silent Hill. But Until Dawn, let me check. There were some anime as fuck games coming out, I'll tell you that. Dynasty Warriors Origins. So, I don't know if this is like, we don't want to do Dynasty Warriors 10, but this is effectively Dynasty Warriors 10. It looks like they are putting a silent protagonist in it. That's like, hey, instead of playing like the actual characters from history, you're gonna be this insert. And I don't know if you're gonna be able to play like any character or just this guy. But I used to fucking love Dynasty Warriors, guys. I could see myself actually getting this game. Me, I love Silent Hill. I have enough for highlight message. What should I put here? Oh, I know. Oh, sugar cubes. Well. You gotta save your points for taxes, Akai. Because around here, taxes actually do something. When we reach 169,000 taxes. Hi, Sarah's. 169,000 taxes. The local government of this stream will fund a beach day. And we'll do one of our walks like this in a bikini. Morning, Sarah's. Hi, Sarah's. Sarah's, we've been nerding out about all the State of Play stuff from yesterday. Yo, let's go. We actually just funded a beach day today. So tomorrow will be a beach day. And then Sunday we will reset the taxes. It'll be, you know, another 169,000. Hi, Juice. Ploosh. Really cute bikini. I kind of feel sad about Concord. What are you sad about with it? Because if there's anything I'm sad about with Concord, it's that they're not just making a movie, and they're making a 5v5 first-person shooter. Bloodborne merch went on sale. Proms means nothing but Huff's Copium. God, you're the same as Koyo Kisu. Literal Bloodborne players, when, like, the word blood or born is mentioned. Maybe it's a sign we're getting a PC release. Maybe, just maybe. I'm hopeful for you, but, you know. Pixel's favorite beach day. Everybody's a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life behaving like it is stupid. I don't watch a single trailer yesterday. I was playing Bunny Metal with Icy. It was my favorite game. I think it's Koyo's favorite game too, Kisu. The two of you, I have nothing but hopes for. I genuinely hope you get your PC release. And you know, Sony has said they're done with exclusives. Well, like, the funny part is that they totally have, like, kits straight of Destiny in that game. And, like, it would be nice if it had a single-player campaign. Honestly, it would have changed the reaction to it entirely. You know what I thought when watching it, Saris? I just thought, is this Beyond Good and Evil 2? Is this like part 2 of the Beyond Good and Evil trailer? It looks exactly like the same setting. Thank you for the follow, Akai. Will you be streaming tomorrow as well? I will be streaming tomorrow. In fact, I stream 7 days a week. No, not really. The setting, yes. The setting very much looked like sci-fi dystopia, where it's like a sprawling city where, like, it's just got that, like, sci-fi entire poor city. Looked a bit more Star Wars to me. I saw the trailer, and by the humor and the graphics and the setting, I was like, this is Beyond Good and Evil 2. And then it was like, Concord. And I was like, oh, okay, guess not. And then it said 5 vs 5 first-person shooter, and I was like, oh, people are going to hate that. And which, like, thinking about it on the trailer, I felt kind of dumb for not catching that it was a 5x5 shooter, because, like, it very distinctly had, like, abilities for each of the characters where it's like, look at what this guy does, look at what this guy does. Somebody say something real quick. My Chatterino disconnected, and I'm not sure if it's reconnected or not. It says server connection timed out, reconnecting. Oh, it hasn't reconnected. All right, I'm just gonna make sure. Can I see? Hi, Gail. Wow, just everything is breaking today. Chatterino is fucking dead right now. Okay. I know what we'll do. We're gonna pick up Chatterino here and move it over there. We're gonna take my notes here and move that there. Does that fuck up my formatting? Absolutely. But that's okay. Oh, wait, no. Connecting to chat. Okay. So I see Gail's message in OBS. But, like, OBS is actually connecting to chat. That's fine. That's fine. While it connects, I'll just go over more news. There were two Dark Souls-like games shown at the State of Play. The first was Where Winds Meet, and the second was Ballad of Antara. Welcome to the chat room. Okay, I think I can see messages again. If you typed anything in the last minute since Gale did their streak, I probably missed it. It's probably gone forever. Oh god, I just got it all at once. And OBS did not pick any of it up. Let's see if Chatterino did. Not really. Oh well. I think some messages got lost to the void. Be weird, be random. Be who you are. Never know who you would love the person you hide. Never know who you would love the person you would hide. Huh. You face is cute. And I said about the arm. I did say Beyond Good and Evil 2 is a hoax. We're rich. Hi, Matoshiro. I don't think we're ever getting Beyond Good and Evil 2. I fucking love Beyond Good and Evil. I absolutely love that game. Would I play 2? Maybe if it came out. If it was like a PlayStation exclusive, probably not. But if it was on PC, I could see myself playing it. Man, the Monster Hunter Wild trailer is wild. We've talked about it a lot, Matoshiro. The voice change with Motoshiro. I pitch up when I say hi to people. So typically I just, this is my normal voice, this is what I talk like. Then somebody comes in and I'm like, hi Motoshiro. Hi Akai Hana. Happy doing the laundry. Here's my notes for Monster Hunter Motoshiro. They said they have a focus on a hostile world, unforgiving. Every environment is going to have 2 versions. It's going to have like the daytime, serene, chill, everybody gets along. The monsters are typically like in a good mood. And then there's going to be like a storm cycle where it's bad, it's dangerous, and every monster is aggressive. I want that. Well, here's the thing. We know it's a storm cycle for the first area, but the way they worded it, every environment is going to have something like this. Which, one, makes it seem like it's less open world than we thought. I still think it's going to be open world. I think it's going to be like, imagine 6 zones in Monster Hunter, and you can switch between them at any time. That's what I expect, but each of those is going to have a different danger cycle to it. So I imagine the volcano is going to have like an erupting volcano cycle. You can figure out who he does and doesn't like by how he says hi. You cannot, Ellie, because I give a very positive hi to everybody. What do you mean? Give me an example of somebody that I'm not happy to see and how I say hi to them. The Cycle 34859, remember it? Ravage me monsters. We saw Chantakabra, Frog Boy, sticks rocks to his arms. Doshaguma, Gosarog Skeleton, fights in packs. The Sacred, mounted combat, weapon swapping, and CC escape. And then the big thing, Motoshiro. June 8th. The next trailer is at Summer Games Festival. And Slinger. Yes, we saw confirmation of the Slinger. Unless Yuland is faking it every time and doesn't like anyone. Me, Slinger. You guys... I genuinely... So, okay. I have a friend who they actually say hi differently to people. I will come into their chat and they'll be like, hi, Yulin. And then, like, someone they haven't seen in months will come by. And they'll be like, oh my god, hi! Which feels bad, right? It feels bad when you just get the, hey, how you doing? And then somebody else shows up and it's like, oh my god, I love you. And so, like, I avoid that. I've tried to learn from this person and be like, I want to give everybody a, not overly energetic, but an energetic, very peppy, very positive hi. And you guys don't care about that at all. The new blocking boss mechanic too. I'm wondering if that's a greatsword thing or like all blocking. I'm very curious like what weapons this applies to. I'm kidding, Yuland, I'm kidding. Ellie, he liked me so much. The way he says hi to me make me testosterone go up. There's no problem with favorites, as long as I am the favorite. If you do it to everyone, how do I know I am special? Because I'm telling you, you are special. Where winds meet. So this looks like a super pretty anime Dark Souls / Sekiro. If you've ever seen like those old, not kung fu movies, but like kind of kung fu / like martial arts movies where like they fucking glide like it's Blade Soul. I think one of them is not Enter the Dragon. What is it? It's like Become the Dragon or something. It might be Enter the Dragon. And then there's also Hero. Hero is like this. This movie looks like it was literally based on them. But then you get into the gameplay and it's got a lot of parries, it's got a lot of dodge rolls. It looks really, really pretty. It looks like not anime Dark Souls like Code Vein, like not to that extent, but very like weeb themed Dark Souls. And then the other one was Ballad of Antara. So this one looked more dark. It looked more like gritty. I don't want to say realistic, but like just more of a gruesome world. Although the characters were pretty. The thing about this one was that there were 4 characters that you played as. So the first character they showed was Death Stranding. It's literally a guy with his daughter in a sling on his back and her legs don't work. And so that's the character you're playing as, which is like, hold on, what happens if you get hit in the back? The second character was this fucking cool as shit girl with a spear that exploded. Then there was a big burly guy with the ball and chain and shield. And then there was Destroy the Child. And then there was a girl that was like a bow girl. But like it was like Sekiro, but 4 different characters to choose from. Time to overthrow Ongomato. Did you see the Slinger approach rush with Greatsword 2? I missed that, actually. We also have our character in Palico that are voiced fully. Oh, hell yeah. Actually, so Coco is talking about this, Motoshiro. Why the fuck do they keep using English voices in these trailers? They literally invented a whole Monster Hunter language. Fucking use it. And like, hi, I see fire. It's so dumb. Especially since they keep giving them stupid lines. So like, this was one of my biggest complaints about the Monster Hunter Rise trailer. There was a clip where they were doing the wirebug skills. And the hunters were like doing callouts when they use their skill. They're like, eat this, you know, you're gonna regret that, you know, things like that. They show the longsword and they do the counter and they go, hope you have insurance. And it's like, hang on. Did this dumbass hunter just say, hope you have insurance to a fucking Puke? What insurance is he going to have? Is he going to have fucking hunter insurance? Why? It was the dumbest thing I'd ever seen. Monhun Wild Talk? Oh yeah, Icy Fire. All day off and on. Dead beaching. Yes, Icy, lol. Oh, we're switching videos, so my camera was freaking out there. Looks like there's a story that's crazy. Anyways, Greatsword, am I right, Yuli? Like I said, Icy Fire, Greatsword means eating good from that trailer. And else do we keep it in English if you can. I don't mind people showing off that they know different languages a little bit, but for the most part, keep it in English because that's the only language I can speak. Well, now, I mean, it's funny. And I think they're talking about the karting insurance. Maybe, but it's like when he was doing an attack. That does make more sense to be like, hope you have karting insurance, but it looks so dumb to say to a Puke, hope you have insurance. Real talk, they got new stuff, and holy crap, that's awesome. You know, ancient animal... I fell behind in chat, now I'm struggling to, like, read stuff without it bouncing around. So it'd be the feline insurance. Yeah, Yulin's Pickled Pickle, it's funny. We have a common language. It's called violence. It's just a joke about hope you have feline insurance. But it looks like they're doing it when they have an attack. Like, specifically, they do the longsword counter. Hope you have insurance. By the way, Alma or Gemma Yulin? I actually don't know what Alma and Gemma are. I feel like I should. We're in Ashara now, by the way. This is Ashara. The 2 NPCs? Was Alma the girl and Gemma the boy? The Starbucks study girl or blonde tall? I noticed blonde tall. I did not notice the Starbucks study girl. I'm still upset you stole my special chaos item. Was that in Rabbit and Steel? They always steal Icy? I don't steal, there's a rolling system. It's not yours if it drops for both of us. Don't worry, I translated. They didn't say a slur. Thank you. I'm Defco and Gemma, aka Tall Blonde Girl. Do we choose between them? I didn't see that there was, like, a thing there. I just want to plep both. Icy Fire. We saw that trailer. We're going to get another trailer at the Summer Games Festival June 8th. So, like, 9 days from now, we get another trailer. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Anyway, both of them are 200% better than Handler. Agreed. Agreed. FAQ stolen. Hopefully we get tan skin for Gemma. When I play Rabbit and Steel, I always play Gyaru's. That is like my go-to. Either play pink hair or Gyaru. Literally every time. Anyone is better than Handler. Maybe we get Handler back. You know what was fucked up with Iceborne? They gave us the serious Handler. And she was such an upgrade. And then after one hunt, she was like, okay, you can have your standard Handler back. And it was like, no, come back. Please. Hey, partner. Let's fucking go. Yeah. I am big excited for the next trailer. By the way, if you're gonna play Greatsword, what is gonna be your second weapon? Also, how will they manage the armor skills with that? So that's good stuff to think about, right? How are the armor skills going to work? I'd imagine there's going to be... Why do people hate her so much? The reason people don't like the Handler is because she's kind of a ditz, she's kind of clumsy, she's very thoughtless, and like, the big thing, Akai Hana, I want you to stop talking in different languages. Like, English. You asked about the rules earlier? English is one of the rules. Talk in English. Thank you. Spin your right round like if it just been a right round. The big reason people don't like the Handler from Monster Hunter World is that, you won't? I appreciate it. Is that, she keeps getting in trouble. So literally the first thing, you experience with her is she runs right up to a Great Jagras and you have to save her ass. And then she almost gets in trouble again with a Leviana in the Coral Highlands. Then she gets in trouble again with an Odogaron. Then she gets in trouble again with a Deviljho. And it's like, girl, fucking stay behind me. Like, what are you doing? Just fucking stop running out into the dangerous monsters. Stop trying to get yourself killed. I swear, Handler. That's why people don't like the Handler. You think I know armor skills? Well, now all in HP. HP? Nah, stamina. How will Hunting Horn do as secondary? Like, if you switch to Hunting Horn, buff the team, then switch back to normal weapon, OP. I don't think that's that OP. I don't think Hunting Horn buffs are actually, like, that game-changing. They're definitely a lot of quality of life. They, you know, it's pretty noticeable when you get an attack power buff on Hunting Horn. But, like, I don't think it's make or break. I don't think, like, getting attack large on a Hunting Horn buff doubles your damage. I think it's just, like, you know, 5 to 10% damage increase. When people look at Hunting Horn, it's not a support weapon. It has some support utility, but more than anything, it's just a different hammer. It's bonk with some buffs. And so, like, I don't see switching to Hunting Horn, having that, like, on the go, as, like, crazy OP. I would see, like, light bowgun as more OP. What I could see myself doing is playing something like Lance and having, a great sword secondary for better wake-ups. Because as Lance, I've got trash wake-ups. pick her up and leave her in the tent. I'm going to go back to Honkai now, so bye. Bye, Akai. If you do any rolling, I hope you get the best drops. Although they might be OP, but it still costs you a deco slot for Horn Maestro. And I'm going to play Gunlance, but I don't know for secondary weapon. Maybe Sword and Shield, or Switch Axe, or Charge Blade. Lance seems like it's going to be really fancy with riding mechanic. That's something I'm wondering. Can you do a build where you just ride the whole time? Like, could you play a Jousting Lance where you just stay mounted the whole time and that's how you fight the monster Knight style? That sounds kind of fucking cool to me. I'm gonna guess the second weapon is gonna stay the bowguns, so we only pick our melee weapons. I don't think it's gonna be that at all. Because I think that, like, either puts too much focus on the bowguns or removes them from standard play. In my eyes, Icy Fire, there's no way they do that. Maybe they do. And maybe it makes a lot of sense for most people to put ranged weapons on your mount as your secondary. Because if you're going to have a secondary weapon, a lot of people are going to do it as, well, I want range then. Because that's what a lot of people do in PSO. They have their main weapon, and then they get a ranged as their secondary. God, I want to block monster attacks with Lance. Sounds baller as fuck. I don't know what I'm going to main in Wilds. I do know I want to pick a weapon, and I want to commit to it really hard. I want to put 500 hunts in a weapon before I try something else. You could do slow versus fast, so like Gunlance and Sword and Shield, so you can switch depending on the phase. Lost one. Lost one, we got a bot. Get him. Anytime it drops, we are going to roll for it, Icy. Thank you. So here's the weapons I'm thinking of. I can see myself playing Kinsect. I really liked going through the game, going through Rise with Kinsect. That was how I learned Kinsect. But the problem is, leveling Kinsect is very different than endgame Kinsect, and I like leveling Kinsect. Endgame Kinsect, I never really clicked with, and it didn't really, like... I never really clicked with it. But I don't like Lance nor Kinsect. I'd like a spear weapon, to be honest. Madoshiro, that is literally the story of my life in every game. I fucking love spears. But they always, because the sword is always the main character, the spears are always funky and weird. So like in PSO, you've got the sword, which is a very standard, very easy, very straightforward weapon. And then you've got the spear, and it's like, well, I mean, it's the same role. So make it the weird chargy boy that, like, has weird attacks and follow-up double hits. It's like, oh, fucking... Oh, I hate this. I was hyped for Spear PSO, but it's so weird. It's charge tank weird. Yes. I also feel the same in Monster Hunter. I like spears, but Lance isn't like true spear. Lance is like heavy tank, poke, poke, poke. Not the charging, dashing through that I want with a spear, or like the big arcing slashes. And then there's Insect Glaive, which is, you know, it's good, and I like Insect Glaive, but it's like the weird bug alternate weapon that's like, what the fuck is going on with this thing? Yeah. The last day trying to play Wuthering Chimp. People say Paimon talk a lot, but damn, Wuwa Wave side quests are boring and too long. I really prefer old PSO Etoile Double Saber though. I couldn't get into base PSO 2. I really tried, and it just never clicked with me. I hate perfect attacks. It ruined the game for me. I don't think they'll ruin range play. It's just going to be the option you switch to on the field. You could argue the katana with a spear skin would work. Yes, you could. But I also just hate katana gameplay, so like I don't like Braver or Longsword. Why you like this, Icy? Because I'm evil. Base Phantom Sopog though. Base is better than NGS. I've had a lot more fun with NGS. I think that is the unpopular opinion. I think the vast majority prefer base PSO2. But I went into base PSO2, and I was very overwhelmed by them throwing 8 years of content at us. Making my character and being level 1 with 25 quests, nothing makes me want to quit a game faster than that. And then perfect attacks, I hate. I think it's a fine system. I want it to be limited to like 2 or 3 weapons. I don't want every weapon to have perfect attacks. I hate that shit. NGS should have been a whole new game. Current game is so bad compared to it. I like a lot of the things in NGS except the classes and skills filtered. Here's the thing with NGS. NGS should be really good, but they fucked up its launch for 3 months. So first impressions with the game are huge. And when you have 3 months of a dead game, what you get is the vast majority of people that tried it when it came out, 3 years later they're going, does that game still have server issues? No, but you're never going to try it again. So you're just going to parrot that and say 5 years from now, it still has server issues. It's like you literally have to re-educate people that it doesn't have server issues because their first impression was so badly done. The other thing is that it doesn't have story. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Hi, Yuki. LeBron pet raid. I don't know what the fuck NGS and Sega is doing, but like their story has been so bad. Also, it's a money sink gacha cosmetics ad cat. I do my dailies every day, Matoshiro. Every day I jump on PSO, and I do dailies so that I get about 200k Meseta a day, so that anytime a scratch ticket comes out, I can buy it. Now, I also play a male character, so anytime there is cosmetics, I get to buy everything for 100k, and then I send a DM to Cairo, and it's like, hey, I got this for 98k, and he's like, I fucking hate male characters. Hi, Yuki. I thought you were gonna play Rabbit and Steel with us last night, because you were like, let's make it a foursome, and I was like, yes, Yuki's gonna join. But you were either busy or don't have it yet, and I was like, oh, okay. Damn, I hate dailies. I think it's the worst invention in gaming. Inflate gaming number for a cheap trick. I didn't say that. I just don't have the game, sadly. I might get it soon. I highly recommend it. It's fun solo. It's so good with friends. I think I'm the opposite of you, Matoshiro, there. I love dailies. I don't like dailies that take 4 hours, but like jumping on a game for 10 minutes, doing my dailies and getting the benefits of it, it just like gives me a routine that I very much enjoy. Lost one. There's another. Yeah, but I'm broke as fuck. I gotta wait a bit till I get my money. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Thank you, Lost One. It's the same vibe as Risk of Rain 2. Where it feels like everybody has it, and it's very easy to just like ask somebody like, hey, you wanna play this for a bit? And it's like, yeah, absolutely. There's no power creep. There's no relearning the game. You play it, you could pick it up after a week and like pick up right where you left off. It's gonna be a thing where you can pick up a year later and pick up where you left off. You should implement the thing you. Me doing Genshin dailies to get Chlorant. I don't know what the thing is there. Guess I will never pick up the Chaos Special again then, so Icy can have it. I hate when games introduce routine. It feels so forced. If your game is good, I will play it. If it's not good, ain't gonna have to do with dailies until it's good. I don't like dailies that are like super the same thing always. So in the old days of World of Warcraft, you'd have a daily quest that was like, go pick 5 shrubberies and bring the berries back to me. And every day it would be the same quest. That I don't like. But in Legion, when they introduced world quests, and it was like, do 4 world quests, and there'd be 8 on the map to choose from, I really like that system. Mix it up each day, but give me a small task to do every day. Give me like, just a quick thing to do each day. And it brings a level of routine to my morning that I like. I wake up and I get on Warframe and collect my daily login. Then I get on Bloons TD6 and I get my daily login. Then I get on PSO2, NGS, and I collect my alpha reactors and do my 4 daily tasks. Then I get on Stardew Valley, and I do a single day of Stardew. Then I get on WoW if I have time, and I try to do 1 or 2 things on Mop Remix. I fucking love dailies. Also, I'm saving up for an upgrade on my side, so sadly I can't get a lot. Yeah. Oh damn, imagine having Ring of Teams. So you lied to me last time. Another turtle made it to the water. The grinder, holy moly. Isn't waking up and getting the habits to start with games the worst habits to have? Maybe. For some people, for sure. For me, it just, I don't know. It gets me in a mood of, like, start the day. So I wake up, I watch whatever news has come out in my YouTube subscriptions while I do, like, an hour of dailies in games. And then I do my walk, this stream at 9 a.m. every morning. And that's typically my mornings. If I went to bed early, I will wake up at 6 a.m. and, like, have a lot of time for that. So I'll do more than dailies, right? Like, I'll play, like, 2 hours of WoW. If I went to bed late, I might have to cut out Stardew and PSO. I don't know. How much do you sleep? Right now I have a trash sleep schedule of 3 naps a day. So typically when I go to sleep, the most I'm ever sleeping is 4 hours. I don't particularly like this. I kind of just fell into this. I very much prefer it when I get like a solid 6 to 8 hours. But right now my sleep is trash. I think the worst habits is to wake up at 4, do workouts, and add lies just to show that you are an alpha. I saw a comedian talking about the riddle. 4-hour cycle is good though, but yeah, Dumbland. I saw a comedian who was like, yeah, so, you know, I had depression, I started taking pills for it. My friend was like, you don't need those pill shits, dude. I handled depression on my own. Okay, what'd you do? I wake up at 4 a.m. Then I drink 5 raw eggs. Then I go for a 2-mile run. Then I do some weightlifting until I sweat and it hurts. Then I take a cold shower. He's like, damn, dude, I just take a pill. You don't have to do all that. If you're not going to pick it when we play together, just so you don't have to roll for it, sure. Doesn't really change my DPS that much. That's gone because I was going full spam special build. I'm trying to get into the habits of waking up at 7 a.m. Water, then directly do workout for 15 to 30 minutes. But it's tough for my non-sporty ass. The hardest part is doing it every day, Matoshiro. I think it's BoJack Horseman that has the line about it. Where they're like, does it get easier? Yes. But is it always hard? Doing it every day? Yes. Fitness guru bullshit. I'm just giving you shit. Dance. That sounds like a good thing to do. I mean, everybody's different, right? Whatever works for you. What works for me is walking literally every morning. And if I can do video game dailies, I enjoy that. That's what works for me. But I definitely understand there's people that hate dailies. I definitely am not like, video game dailies should be in every game. If your game doesn't have dailies, what are you even doing? Like, I'm definitely not of that opinion. But me personally, dailies are great for me. Trying to lose belly, so walking could work, but it'd be too long. I mean, so the big thing will be calorie deficit. Eating less and burning calories. To really slim down your belly, you are gonna need to start, you will eventually do, like, focus on stomach stuff. But, like, if you only did stomach exercise, that's not gonna get you there alone. Eating less I'm already doing? Good. But I'm talking about those false influencers? Obviously we're gonna roll for it. I have a belly also, but I think I will keep it. I have lost most of my belly. I used to have a barrel where it was like the same front to back as it was width-wise, and now I'm like fucking paper thin from the side profile. There's still a little bit of belly. But it's going down. I haven't weighed myself in like a week, though. About exercises. Can I DM you at some point? No. I mean, you could. I'm probably not going to listen to it, Air. You can if you want, though. Lunch over. Enjoy the rest of your time, cuties and comfies. Bye, I see fire. I hope it goes fast. Yulin maxing out the love handles. Literally the opposite, Riddle. God damn it. I can't believe Riddle just called me fat. You assume I was going to give you tips? You literally just asked if you could DM me stuff about exercises. Yes. Yes, I do think that is a safe assumption. It rained thunder here? Hope it doesn't knock you offline or out of power. Air wanted your tips, you want? Well, no. Okay. What, you were gonna sabotage me? Monster Hunter. I don't know what weapon I'm going to main. Every time I've played Monster Hunter, I've always done best with non-standard playstyles. So, in World, I played Swing Lance. Swing Lance is Gun Lance, but you don't do any shelling. It's not particularly good. But in Base World, it was enabled by some of the mantles. No, he does not want big men in his DMs. True. No, I don't. Both fat or thin can be grab. Well, love handle specifically refers to fat on the stomach. It's like excess body, skin, and fat that you can grab. Love handles is not a flattering thing. Big men? Motherfucker, I'm a stick bug. Monhun mentioned. In World, my main was Swing Lance. In Iceborne, I picked up Crit Draw Greatsword and Long Ammo Gun Lance, which was a standard way to play, but everybody hated it. It was just good. In Rise, I did a little bit of Hunting Horn, but for the most part, I played, what did I play? I played Kinsect mostly. I played support Kinsect, with a paralysis weapon and a concussive Kinsect, and I would stun monsters a shit ton. But my damage itself wasn't that good. In Sunbreak, I played a lot of Switch Axe, but I played Axe-only Switch Axe. Wait, I think Love Handles was Hips Meat? No. Love Handles specifically is like excess skin and fat around the stomach area and waist area to grab. It can be on the waist, but it can also be on the like stomach. It's specifically like fat rolls. Shushgale. He also would not want to see you, not Foggers. True. Anything could be a love handle if you grab it right. Sorry. There's a bottom, nothing big about him. What a fuck lost. There can be big bottoms. I just always played non-standard playstyles. I need to play something that, like, is less of a meme build. I am very heavily looking at Lance, Switch Axe, and Kinsect. Those are the three weapons that I am most interested in going into Wilds. Switch Axe is tough. I really like Switch Axe when I can play it Axe only. In Monster Hunter Rise, I had a Wirebug mastery skill that made it so that your Wirebugs cool down faster, and I spammed the fuck out of Invincible Gambit. Invincible Gambit is like, you get super armor, and you do a 3-hit slash with the axe that does decent damage. And I ran that with like a lot of recovery stuff, so like, I think it was the Kushala Daora set that gives you recovery even if you don't have red health, and then like fast recovery. So the monsters were never like doing too much damage to me because I had super armor, and then I would just be constantly taking hits and regenning it faster than they could hit me because I just had permanent super armor. Switch Act's tough, it's cool as fuck, but you have 0 mobility, 0 defense, and Iceborne at least. Did you try Dodge Gun Lance? I have tried Dodge Gun Lance. I really prefer block gut play styles. I don't really like dodge play styles. Big bottoms. That why I also don't like Destiny 2 new build stuff. Wirebug Whisper. Long Gun Lance. Long Gun Lance is, the ammo type is long and it's good for charging. So you hold it down and it goes. In Monster Hunter World, long ammo increase the damage of charge shelling. In Rise, they changed it so that long ammo was better for, I think long ammo was good for, Wyvern Blast and just standard shelling. And they made wide ammo better for charge shelling, which was shit, because charge shelling knocks you back a little bit. You need the longer hitbox on the long ammo to do charge shelling. So switching those two around killed long ammo. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but it fucking sucked and I hated it. Did you play the ice mode for Iceborne? I did not. The mod. No, I didn't. Charge Blade without the axe in a world was silly. It's such a game changer. I bet it is. And I don't particularly like the grapple. I really don't like the weak points specifically. Whoa, big hail. Here's what I think about the Switch Axe. Anytime somebody is getting into Monster Hunter, like they're a new player, I tell them to not play Greatsword, Switch Axe, or Charge Blade. I think those weapons are just a little advanced for a new player, and there's things that they can play that are really simple and easier to learn. And Switch Axe isn't particularly technical. To do max damage, you have to do, like, do this stage, then you can do this stage, then you do big damage. But the thing about Switch Axe is that... Good night, Ewan. Good night, Elder. The thing about Switch Axe is that its defense involves you thinking ahead. So, like... You go into sword mode, you have no defense. Your dodges are like 1 foot, and that's it. You're slow, and you have no dodge distance. You need to know, oh, the monster's about to tail whip. I need to switch to axe mode. Then I have my 10-foot long dash that's a whole roll with way more iframes and way more movement speed. The thing about Switch Axe is that you need to be thinking ahead for its defense. Its offense really isn't that hard. Its offense is really fucking swing in front of you. But for a new player, thinking ahead for their defense, I feel like is really, really hard. It's such a game changer. Fix most of the problem while trying to keep balance in game as hard as it can. I sadly never really got into Monster Hunter, don't know why. If you ever try again, Yuki, I have a way to make it fun. I don't know if I would be able to invest in the time to make it fun for you, but I could tell you the formula. Like Gunlance. I cannot recommend Charge Blade because he just hates it too much. I cannot recommend Charge Blade to a new player because it's the most technical weapon. And trying to get that level of mastery out of a new player who's just learning how to fucking dodge is... I feel like it's overwhelming for them to play Charge Blade. I have never seen someone do well starting Charge Blade. With Ice Mode, you can play Switch Axe with Axe a lot more, and do as much DPS as Sword Mode. They combined all the shelling for Gunlance, so you can use every move. Charge Blade playing as a Sword and Shield part, also good DPS-wise on it. Lots of stuff like that. Oh, that's weird. I thought the Ice Mode just took away the weak spots. Hi, Nick. Is that the cute and adorable you and Icy? I'm using Switch Axe on the first mission. Ah, yes, patience. The one thing I totally have. They also made it so weakening with the claw is beneficial, but not required to do damage. I'll invest the time. skippable cutscenes, etc. All the things you want, basically. I see. Yeah, anytime a new player starts Monster Hunter, I give them 2 rules. Rule number 1, do not start Charge Blade, Greatsword, or Switch Axe. I used to apply Kinsect to this, but I have since revoked that because Rise made Kinsect a lot easier for new players. But Charge Blade I feel like is too advanced and technical. Switch Axe requires monster knowledge to not get hit. New players playing Switch Axe, you just watch them, and they get hit every time the monster doesn't attack. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Greatsword, same thing, but like, you need to think ahead of the monster's attacks to do damage. That's really bad for a new player. Truly feels fresh for everyone. You can play with a lot of other players that have the mods, so you don't bother the vanilla players. I started with the Charge Blade. I stayed with it. It's just the weapon that clicked the most for me. And that's awesome, Gale. I just don't think that's the standard experience. Like, they can see your SOS, etc. I see. I used to apply Kinsect to this rule. Because with the Kinsect, it was like, you have to get red buff, and then you can do damage. You're supposed to get all 3 buffs, but you really need the red buff to do damage. And, getting buffs with the Kinsect literally gets easier the later game you are. You start the game, you have a Kinsect with 1 speed, you shoot it out, and he fucking just hovers. He moves at like 2 miles per hour, and it's so ungodly slow. And by then the monster's moved, and you miss the essence hit. Whereas, like, late game, you've got a Kinsect with 17 speed, and that thing's a fucking bullet that's just pew, 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 pew. Like, Kinsect literally gets easier the later game you are. But Rise added Kinsect types. Specifically, they added one type called Charge Kinsects. Or is it Focus Kinsects? I forget. But basically, every 6 seconds, your Kinsect blade will glow blue. And when this happens, your Kinsect will hit for 5 times damage and move 5 times as fast. So what you can do is play this style Kinsect, wait for your blade to turn blue, shoot off a really fast bug, pretty much always hit your essence because it moves so fast, and get it back reliably every time. Is the Kinsect a new weapon? No. It came out with Monster Hunter 4. It was in World and Rise. It's the spear with the bug on your arm. It's the insect glaive. Like, they can see your SOS. I like Switch Axe, but I'm too bad with dodging. It's a double saber? It is, yes. People really like the Kinsect. Oh, the Plinko glaive, yes. People really like it because it's the aerial weapon. But it wasn't until... Rise that it actually was good in the air. It was actually really bad in World if you only played aerial. I might try it again, actually. Depends on if I have someone to play with it. Because it sounds like you hitting tin can. Here's the other rule, Yuki. When somebody is getting into Monster Hunter World, the best thing they should do is play with friends. Play with 1 to 3 friends, so you have a group of 2 to 4. But if there's any veterans, if there's any returning players, they are not allowed to use any gear higher than the new player. So the new player makes a character, their weapon, their 5 pieces of armor, and their charm are all rarity 1. If I'm playing with somebody new, I will have all rarity 1 gear. And anybody playing with us, I will not let them play with us unless they also have rarity 1 gear. When the person that's new, when it's like they're the main player of this run, let's say they upgrade their gloves to rarity 2, then everybody can have 1 piece of rarity 2 gear. That can be your weapon, that can be your gloves, that can be your legs, but only 1 piece. your overall rarity has to match the new player. 3 rules: no guardian armor and no defender weapons. I also tell people that, don't use those. A big thing about it, Yuki, is that Monster Hunter, like, makes you feel cool. I fish for a moment of, like, this person is going to feel cool. And so a big feel cool moment is when, like, the monster does a tail whip and you get hit. You roll along the ground and you're like, oh shit, that hurt. And then a minute later, he's doing that tail whip again. But he does the same signs. You know, he puts his head down, he growls in a certain way, his tail goes up into the air, and you think, oh, he's gonna do a tail whip. I know what's gonna happen, so I'm going to, like, move out. And he tail whips and hits nothing. And then you run in, you hit, like, his leg or something, and he falls over. Moments like that make you feel really fucking cool in Monster Hunter. And so I'm trying to get moments like that to happen as soon as possible. And what takes away from that is when people are carrying you. So if somebody comes in with late game gear and 2 shots to the monster, you don't get that feel cool moment. If somebody comes in and they're, like, not 2-shotting the monster, but they're wearing endgame gear and giving you support and, like, healing you to a point that you're invincible, you don't really care about learning because you're playing GTA God mode. You need to have the risk of dying. If somebody comes in and they're naked, but they're using their, like, main weapon, and they're basically killing the boss like Let Me Solo Her from Elden Ring, then it's like, you don't get that feel cool moment. But if you have somebody that's a veteran, and they're in the same level gear as you, and they themselves are learning a new weapon, and they're getting hit and almost dying just as much as you get a sense of camaraderie. You get a sense of, like, I'm playing this with somebody, they're not just watching me play. And that is really big and important to new players. I want to see an axe weapon, like not switch axe or charge blade, just a giant axe. Same. That's why I always try to play switch axe without transforming it. To be honest, I like to start a new character to play with new people. I always use my old character, but I have loadouts that are like my rarity 1 loadout, my rarity 2 loadout, and then I always learn a new weapon or relearn a weapon I haven't played in years. Iron Paragon when playing with somebody new. Please, for God's sake, Monster Hunter Wild skippable cutscene, or you can watch together. God, I hope you can watch together. I'm okay with not skipping cutscenes because they're small. You're not typically seeing movies in Monster Hunter. But let us start the hunts together, please. Satan, you cry, I don't feel cool. Why not? You are cool. They should have a system for gear scaling for playing with newer friends. Like, you keep your armors and skills, but it scales down your defense, healing, and damage under their level of gear. I don't think they need that, Motoshiro, because it's really easy to just make old gear. Like, it's really easy to just make a set of Great Jaggers. You've probably killed so many Great Jaggers that, like, you could make 100 sets of armor for them. I'm a veteran, but also a potato. Icy Fire, Kisyu, Gale, Lost. Aired Sweetie, Rip Terra. True, but lazy? Nah. Well, so here's the thing. It doesn't have to be an optimal set. You don't have to put decorations in it at all. My Rarity 1 set, I think I just made whatever looked coolest for Rarity 1. I think I just made, like, iron ore armor. And then my Rarity 2 set, I probably made Puke armor and ran around doing that with the lance. Is that good? No, but it's Rarity 2, who cares at that point? I don't really need levels of guard up and guard plus. It's at that point, the skills don't matter too much. But you're fun to game with? I'm a veteran, I'm not good at the game. Monhun talk is making me want to finish playing World Lamau. Go give Ice Mod a try. I haven't played Monster Hunter a bit. I did see there was other Monster Hunter news. So there was Wilds. There's also the Monster Hunter FF7 crossover announcement. So, FF7, not the remake. We're talking Ever Crisis, the mobile game. They have a Rathalos crossover coming right now. So, yay. Yay. I don't know if finishing Monhan Tri on Wii makes me a veteran, but I'm bad at it too. I think that does make you a veteran. Time to start harvesting green leaf here, BRB. Okay. Oh, that's sweet. I'm such a potato. I am the Sky-only Monster Hunter World Kinsect player. It got so much better in Rise Kisu. In Rise, they made it so that you gather essence with your aerial attacks. And then when you land, you can shoot the essence off in an attack that does damage based on how much essence you collected. So if you had all three, it hits really fucking hard. It does an extra hit for each essence you have. And then you run that with a powder Kinsect that creates clouds of gas. And so you basically, you do your air attack, gather essence. Do an air attack, gather essence. Do an air attack, gather essence. Land, shoot off the Kinsect, it does 4 hits. And then you do an attack that, like, sucks in all of your powder Kinsect essence, or all the powder floating in the air, and detonates it all at once. And then you go right back to it. Up in the air, three hits, ground hit, wire bugs shoot off, vacuum. Too bad we never played together. And yet I don't like how it feels in Rise. That's crazy to me, because, like, I've heard this before, Kisu. There's so many people that are like, I hate the Kinsect in Rise. It's so awful. And I'm like, how? They literally took every problem the Kinsect used to have and addressed it. And it's like, I don't get it. I'm also a keyboard and mouse player. That's wrong, but fine. I tried both Rise and World. Both felt weird because World I only played to the start. In Rise I played with Maruka and he carried me, basically. I hate when players carry their friends in Monster Hunter. I had a friend that I tried to get into Monster Hunter Yuki. And a mutual friend of ours joined. And he joins with literal Kulve Taroth gear, which is like the best gear in the game. It's like the max rarity is rarity 9, and this is all rarity 9 armor. And I was like, dude, you're gonna 2-shot the monster, don't carry. And he's like, oh, okay, I got you. He switches to fucking Hunting Horn. Doesn't switch his armor at all. But he switches the weapon to Hunting Horn, which is also a Kulve Taroth weapon. 2 shots the boss, and he's like, woo! And I'm like, I just told you not to carry, dude. And he goes, I'm not carrying, I'm using Hunting Horn. What? Dude! And this is when I came up with the rules like, no, listen here. You have to scale down to rarity 1 everything. And he's like, what? But I'll get hit hard. Yes, I know. Do it, or I'm kicking you. Oh, fine. And then I looked at his guild card, and it was like he played a lot of Longsword, Insect Glaive, and Dual Blades. And I was like, you're banned from using these 3 weapons. What? But then I won't do good. Yes, that's the fucking point, you idiot. I want you to not do good. I'm trying to limit you so you don't carry. Oh. I really hope we have full multiplayer hub for Monster Hunter Wild. I would be shocked if we don't have at least 16-man hubs. The 4-man hubs was a limit because of Switch, and that was specifically because that was the Monster Hunter team that worked on that game. If we had 4-man hubs, oh my god. The controls feel awkward. And Rise as opposed to World. Kulve, LOL. Dude like to win and win alone. I want to hit you hard. Hi, Canoe. Someone should tell him Hunting Horn is one of the best DPS weapons. Dude, Canoe, it drives me nuts. When people show up and they're like, I'll play support, selects Hunting Horn, I'm like, what are you gonna do? Support the monster's skull into a concave shape? It's not a support, damn it! Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed playing with him a lot, but if you explain it like feeling cool, I want to feel like this now? Yeah, so, I haven't met Maruka. I have a feeling that they're just a very passionate Monster Hunter player and have not put thought into what it takes getting a new player into Monster Hunter. What it takes to get a new player into Monster Hunter. because it sounds like they just carried you. I don't know if they were hard carrying, like just wearing their like end game gear, just being like, let's get you to the fun stuff. A big point of Monster Hunter is you feel cool. Early on, when you adapt to a monster and learn from its abilities and knock it down, you feel cool. Later on, you will have moments that make you feel just so godly. I have a friend named Fusty Lugs, and there is a clip of her where I think she's deleted the clip because she's a butt, but she was fighting Uragan. Uragan is a monster that has a big rock chin, and he just does a bunch of slams with his chin. There is a clip of her where she's playing longsword, and the Uragan does this big chin slam, and she literally dashes back 5 feet, iframe dodges it, and then slides back in and slashes his face and like breaks his chin. And then it makes him like stagger back, and he immediately tries to do a fast tail slam. But she was ready for this. She does a Helm Splitter stab, which launches her into the air, so she goes above the tail swing, and then she slashes down. And the Helm Splitter is one of those hits where like you slash through it, and then a second later like 8 hits go and that knocks the Uragan over, and it was like, holy fuck, that was the coolest, most anime thing I've ever fucking seen in this game. And like, you do a moment like that, you just fucking like sit up from your chair and you're just like, woo! I am pumped from that. Oh my god. So that's why you hate bards? I hate bards because I want real teammates. The Hunting Horn is not a bard. The Hunting Horn is just a mace user that put a little automaton in their mace. I support Sword and Shield, all the nom-noms. I'm down with support players. I just don't like support players that stand off to the side doing no damage. Yeah, exactly like this. Become a mukbang streamer. Hey guys, I'm gonna be your support backup. Starts gobbling mushrooms, rocks, bugs, and some weird juice. Uwugan. She's fight Captain Chin. I mean, I'm saying the whole hub area, not the only small room. Yes. That's just how they've done it in the past. I would like to see them move away from it. I would really like it if just the whole town area is shared. I would really like it if there was like a 40-player limit. Even if there's still like 4-man limit on hunts, give us fucking massive lobbies. I got carried hard with the endgame stuff by 3 people. And so the monster we were hunting was already defeated before I got there. Yeah, see, that's like... I don't understand how they thought that would be fun for you. Because, like, we've all tried to play GTA and put God mode on. Everybody has played GTA where they're just like, make it so that I can't be captured or I can't be killed. And it's fun for like 5 minutes. You know, spawn in a bazooka, you blow up some cop cars. After 5 minutes, you're standing in the middle of the street just going like, well, this was fun, I guess. But I'm bored and done with this. And like, if you just walk a player through the game in Monster Hunter, if you just kill stuff for them, they're not gonna have fun. It's gonna be GTA God mode vibes. So don't do that. Not poggers me when I don't want to hurt the enemies. Fuck you, I'm corner HH main now. You can play that way, Icy Fire. I just won't play with you. 32 would be good, 16 is enough. 16 would be enough for me. 32 or 40 would be orgasmic. That would be like, oh, we're fucking... This is the best Monster Hunter game ever. Ah. 4? Going from 16 in World to 4 in Rise was so fucking depressing. Because the most fun I ever had in Monster Hunter was Iceborne. When Iceborne launched, I had been playing VRChat for like 6 months at this point. And like, everybody I knew on VRChat got into Monster Hunter Iceborne at the same time. So literally, we would fill up a lobby. And then like, everybody would show up, and we'd have too many people. We'd have not enough room in a 16-man lobby, And so we would split it into like 2 sets of 10. And like a few days, those filled up. And it was just like, oh, having this many people playing Monster Hunter is so fun. As long as it's not laggy. Orgasmic? Yeah. Give me a good siege boss. You play unconventional ways, just following your example. The problem is, that's not an unconventional way I see fire, that's just a wrong way. My unconventional ways kill bosses. I, at the very least, contribute to a team. When I play Kinsect, I'm not doing a lot of damage, but I'm KOing the monster 3 times a hunt. I'm paralyzing the monster 2 times a hunt. Jen Moran style, fuck Zora. Jen Moran was my favorite siege hunt ever. Monster Hunter Tri is the game I started with, so I might be biased. Zora Magdaros kinda fucking sucked. The Rampages... And the Rampages were okay, but it felt like a gimmicky side mode. The Velkhana fight... I didn't care for the Velkhana siege fight. Wait, you do damage? I do. You're supposed to do damage in Monster Hunter. A hunting horde and sword and shield support that stands off in the corner, that just frustrates me. To me, that's just like the Yuumi player in League of Legends that does absolutely nothing but sits on you and gives you a nothing heal every, like, 8 seconds, and they're like, I'm helping, and it's like, no, you fucking aren't. Oh god. The Yuumi player that sits on you and does nothing is like... I could have an item that would be more helpful than you. News to me, I'm always lowest damage on the board. No, you're not. I've seen you do extremely well with Greatsword. League of Legends mention, I'll mention the $500 skin. Hang on, Yuki. Hang on. That skin has a special tower destruction animation, and it puts Faker's signature there. You know, I think that's kind of worth it. I think I would pay an entire month of my rent so that when I break a tower, Faker's signature will be on the ground. For the one time a month I get to play this skin because Ahri is going to be first ban for the next year, just to troll people who bought this skin. Yeah, that makes it worth it. People pay $500 for a skin. Just witness that Ahri ban rate goes up. I know. You know what's really sad? It's going to sell well. It's gonna make them a lot of money. And we know it will. Ellie, you're banned 10 more days. It's currently at 86%! God, that's so funny. We are at 5.9 miles. We're just at the end. Somebody posted on one of the YouTube videos that uses this song. It was the Winter Spring video, but there's a section that uses the Goblin song. And they were like, don't you think this music is too upbeat for a video game? And I was like, no. No, I don't think it's too upbeat. What are you talking about? You know, it's also funny. The new anti-cheat being able to see your Discord and read your messages, basically. Ugh. I mean, I can't imagine them actually doing that, but that is fucking... ugh. That is definitely overreaching, and I don't like it. There were other notes I didn't talk about. Skydance Behemoth. So this is a VR... not a VR chat. This is a Skyrim clone, but it's a VR game. It looks really, really good. It's got directional combat, so if an enemy swings down, you hold your sword at this angle and block. It's got a grapple hook. It looks really, really good. It's on PSVR too, so it's exclusive and it's gonna die. No one's gonna care. Hi, Violet. Upbeat. Have they heard Klee Thief song? I guess Video games just can't have upbeat music. No, they have to do it because scripters are injecting it into Discord overlay? Oh. Totally a good reason to read Discord DMs. Wait, hang on. I feel like just don't automate your fucking, support team. And, we can deal with that. The next video is Nazjatar. But we're done walking. I think that was 5.9. Hi, love. Oh, it's 6 miles. Violet and Freya showing up at the same time. That's not sus. Time to use TeamSpeak. Where's my mouse? Here it is. 6 miles, and now we rest. Uh-oh. I've had 3 seconds of no music. Somebody's gonna comment on BGMs. The moms of your server have come together to form Momcraft. Hi, Frey and Violet. Oi, Frey, Violet. And hello, sweet Freya. BGMs. I'm being really mean to Violet the moment she gets here. I love you, Violet. This theme is too happy. Remove it. Basically what he was saying, he was like, don't you think this is too upbeat of a song for a video game? And it was like, no. No, I don't. Everybody look away. I'm breaking my legs. It's just the fact that Vanguard is kernel level. It asks us basically everything. Yeah, that sucks. Calibrate. My high lovely lost one. Oh, my foot's just in the ground. I was like, is it still backwards? No. Come over here. We turn this shit off. Let me switch to this avatar. And we turn this shit on. You'd probably hear Andrew Tits and thinks this is manly man. Yeah. I'm a prep lunch right now. I hate eating. Eating is gay. That's why I try to eat as fast as possible. I try to fucking inhale my food. I don't chew. Because the more time I spend chewing, the more time I spend eating, the more time I spend being gay. I cannot believe Andrew Tate just says the stupidest shit like that. Like, that's not a joke from me. That's like a real thing he said, in that eating is gay, so I try to eat as fast as possible. Bro, what? What? You need to eat to live. What are you talking about? I'm not saying I want him to stay in a prison in Romania for a long time. What's a map we haven't gone to for a while? Let's go to Midnight Drive. We're solo, and so Midnight Drive is better when I'm on my own compared to with people. Kissing women is gay, I guess. How is eating gay? I don't know. That's what Andrew Tate said. So that's why you eat for so long. Eating is the best part of life. I mean, it's gay for me, but for men, I don't think kissing women is gay. Oh no, a convenient excuse to be gay. I'm more surprised that people that follow him don't think they are gay. It's like... God, he's just so... I just don't understand how you can be a dick rider for someone that just throws out just the weirdest takes. Just the absolute weirdest takes. I think the sound's going to be loud here. We'll turn it down to 40. And then... I am going to kick my shoes off. Have the last of my water. Hi, Undertow. What are you talking about, and what room is this? This room is Midnight Drive by the map maker Wispywoo. They specialize in comfy maps to lay down and fall asleep in and be overall just fucking comfy. And what we were talking about is this weird fucking guy named Andrew Tate who thinks eating food is gay. He's weird. Where's my chair? Here. Then we raise up a little bit more. Okay. Nobody's driving. Don't pay attention to that. It's fine. It's a threat of seeming gay. So people do and say what he does, so they dodge the gay. Weird takes just like you? I feel like I have weird but empathetic takes, where I'm like, this is my preference, but I understand it's weird. Andrew Tate just states stuff in confidence. Steppy Boy just lowered the lights, put on good music, and has started stripping. Oi. I do think it's a little quiet, though. Media? Tate is a complete self-absorbed moron. Ugly as all get out, too. I don't think he's particularly ugly. I do think he, you know, shows only the good side of himself. I'm pretty sure a lot of his shit is airbrushed and edited, and, you know, he's just a fucking, like, incredibly vain, and... What did I... Oh, god damn it. I mean, expensive viewers today on Yulin's... Yes. Yulin de Sakuti. FF7 Remake Yulin Mog went, why do you want that, Proxy? Why do you want that so bad? At this point, he sounds closet gay, Mega Cute Proxy. I don't think he's closet gay. I think he's just one of those people that, like, for some reason, their personality has developed into being gay is the worst thing in the world. So they must do everything to not be gay. I don't know why. But that's just, his whole personality is don't be gay. And it's weird when people are like that. It's weird when it starts getting to stuff that's like, I'm not gonna wipe my ass because it's gay if stuff touches my butt. It's weird. Make a cute proxy. If so, I'm gay for Yulin. Oh my goodness. I think he's weird shaped. Usually if someone shouts that hard, they're usually hiding hypocrisy. I don't disagree. I feel like you just set yourself up when it's like, you know, when you just assume something like that online, right? So like a big thing back in the day, 15, 20 years ago, you'd be playing on a game, online in a game, and it'd be like, shut up, virgin, you're a loser. And it's like, well, they're not a virgin. You just, you know, it's very easy for someone to be a loser and not be a virgin, right? And so I feel like it's very easy to just make that assumption when we don't know anything. It does happen a lot, for sure. When somebody is that against being gay, you know, it fucking happens pretty often where they fall into it and it's like, oh, you were totally fucking gay the whole time. But, like, I don't like making that assumption about them where it's like, oh, he's probably this, until we have a reason to say that. Which, you know, you could look at that as, well, he's so hard against being gay that's the reason right there. I don't know. It's one thing that I've been burned by making the assumption too many times, and now I'm like, never make it. Never make the assumption. I'll let you touch my butt and thank you for it. I could already do that, Proxy. What do you mean? I'm not gaining anything here. Just wait till we find the video of him being plept by a bigger dude. Being gay isn't a bad thing. But you know what's cringe? Being gay for a Moogle. I don't think it's that cringe. Proxy, I played like 3 or 4 hours of Rabbit and Steel yesterday, and I've unlearned everything. I've literally only gotten worse at the game. You want to play more? I always want to play more, but I don't know what's happening. Yesterday, after you nap, maybe it was just because I was playing at 3 a.m. in the morning. But I was like, I just completely unlearned everything on the Mithril Dragon and the entire Lakeside map. I had just unlearned everything. It's my aura of badness. It is not you, Media. Media was like new and actively learning. Their damage was like low, and then as the night went on, it was getting better and better and better. But like their survivability was good the whole way through. They struggled with the Church Mouse streets initially. There was one attack that they just weren't getting where it's the final boss does this, and then like the third or fourth boss does it, where they put a light pillar that you need to be between and like stuff shoots out from that. But they also put a horizontal light pillar. So you end up having to be in the box. And in hard mode, you need to be in the 4 corners. And Yuki was like, there was so much going on that Media was just like, I'm just getting the fuck out here. And it's like, oh no, you're going to be in the bullet hell. But they learned it. And now they just don't die. I'm so tired of biggest and racist. It gets very exhausting for sure. I'm so awful at the game that it spreads. That is not how it works. No, you aren't bad. Imagine playing with people. I feel like it's always harder to play solo. I think it's easier solo. The corners, yeah. I find that like certain people can be difficult to play with co-op. There's certain people that like they don't do things consistently, and it's like, we need this to be consistent, buddy. That's why I like the assassin. Mechanic you don't understand, vanish. This sounds like it plays like Helltaker. It's a whole different game solo, literally. It's, yes. And so, in co-op, I'll give you an example. In the Lakeside, there's one of the mini bosses where they chain everybody together. And then there's 2 discs that come from the sides and go through the middle. And so you need to go above or below. But everybody's chained together. And on hard mode, there's a spread out. So you have to go below and then spread out. Or above and spread out. To me, the next thing that happens right after that, it's the top and bottom discs that do the same thing. So left or right. And then spread. To me, it should be always go left and then always go bottom. And then always go left and then always go bottom. And there's people, Core is kind of like this, where it's like, okay, we're going left. Now we gotta spread out. Okay, now we're going bottom. Okay, now spread out. I'm going right. We're chained together. Why aren't you going this way? And it's like, we went left last time. Why are we not going left again? What? I don't understand. And so, there's people that do things inconsistently like that. Where, like, they don't always go to their same corner. Or, they do it this way, and then they do it this way the next time, and it's just like, oh my god, why? Go to whichever is closest for both? Do the same one every time. Because if it's closest for both, well, what if it's closest... What if left is closest for me and right is closest for you? Whichever is closest? Well, then you're just going to go different ways and you're going to, like, get stuck because of the chain. Or who calls it first? Having somebody call it is really nice. And I wish I was better at calling stuff, but I get like, so focused up that I'm like, I gotta do the thing and I can't talk. Oh yeah, I didn't even come close to going through all my news today. Risk of Rain had some big news yesterday. So, not Risk of Rain 2, not Risk of Rain Remake, Risk of Rain Hostile Worlds. Hostile Worlds is a mobile Risk of Rain game, which everyone thinks, ugh, mobile, but it's actually like, it looks kind of good. It's shutting down. Like, Risk of Rain Hostile Worlds apparently just wasn't doing well. It came out, I think May 1st, and they've decided, never mind, we're shutting down, which is like, what? You didn't even let it cook a little bit. We already expected it to disappear, but why? It looks like the only good mobile game in existence. Like, it actually looked pretty good. But yeah, it's closing. Another mobile game is Nikke, Goddess of Victory. They came out with 2 skins where the characters have just vibrators. Like, they literally just have vibrators in. It's like bunny outfits. And then they have, in the garter belts, they have the like switch, the button, and then it goes into a cord that goes under their clothes. And it's like, that's just a fucking vibrator. That's just straight up, wow. Okay. So hell yeah for Nikke for that. There's the FF7 Monster Hunter crossover. Twitch is terminating its entire safety advisory council. So Twitch had a safety advisory council, and they in recent years have added Twitch ambassadors, which Twitch ambassadors are like streamers that are like well known in their circle, and so they bring them in to basically like, hey, how do these rules affect your circle, and like talk to them like that. Well, they've decided to just replace the entire advisory council with the ambassadors. The safety advisory council was getting paid like 10 to 20,000 a year. It sounds like it was more consulting work, but they're just doing away with them. Oh yeah, but in the story everyone have it on? Someone combined Star Wars and Overwatch, but it's a mobile game? Yeah, that's Star Wars Hunters. It doesn't look bad. It just looks like, you know, the 7th Overwatch clone. And like, I get it. Overwatch 2 sucks dick, and everybody's trying to bring back that, like, that glorified Overwatch, you know, it came on strong, and it looked really good. Everybody's trying to recreate that right now. Good luck to them. Oh, I saw that weird-ass Marvel Overwatch? Yeah, that's the other one. It's called Marvel Rivals. There was a trailer for it at the State of Play. They've got their early access trailer. I didn't watch that trailer yet. I want my PvE mode, please. I paid for it. Yeah, they really just bait and switched everything. I haven't seen an ambassador for ages. I also haven't seen one for ages. But it's a mobile game. Wait, is Star Wars Hunters mobile? I didn't know that it was. Ugh. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. Terminating the council? I also don't know. And Silent Hill 2 looked awful. Really? I figured the Silent Hill 2 remake would be, all the Silent Hill fans were crazy excited for it. It's Silent Hill, so for me, I'm like, I don't even care. I don't even know if I'm gonna watch people play it. There's probably some people that I love them so much that I'll still watch them play it. So even if Proxy's playing a scary game like Silent Hill 2, I'll still watch, but I won't be happy about it. I want him to play other games. Oh, by the way, with the Marvel game, you are not allowed to say anything bad if you accept a free key per contract from what I read. Yes, I also saw that when it came out, Yuki. If you wanted to play early, the early access, it was part of their contract that you are literally not allowed to say anything bad about the game. Which is quite literally illegal. Look in DMs. I will try Proxy, but My stuff is fucking struggling hard today. My XS overlay broke and my Steam VR broke. You guys can't see. Okay, yeah, you can't see it. I gotta check before I open proxy DMs. This is from the Silent Hill 2 remake. What did they do to you, Angela? Yikes. Okay, yeah, maybe it doesn't look so good. It is sadly rather common, Yuki. The models in the game. It's like... I'm forgetting what it's called, but it's literally a federally protected right. They're not allowed to do that. They're not allowed to say, like, you can't say anything bad about our game that we're giving you access to. They stretch in weird ways. Hopefully they, like, make it better. I don't know. Here's a thought. And I wrote this down in my notes. Screaming fuck while having sex is the same as screaming parkour while doing parkour. Anyway, the state of play. The Monster Hunter FF7 crossover event, Monster Hunter Wilds trailer, Astrobot, cute robot game that looks good. God of War Ragnarok coming to PC, Silent Hill 2 remake, Dynasty Warriors Origins, Where Winds Meet, Concord, Ballad of Antara, and then Skydance Behemoth, Infinity Nikki. So Infinity Nikki, I didn't talk about this yet. This is like, they described it as open world mild boss battle picture game. Sure. How do you know? I mean, you're not wrong. I like the idea that the council was actually talking with Twitch streamers and running ideas by them. Most companies lately throw out random changes and expect people to like them. I like the Twitch Safety Council. They seem a little bit more professional and formal than ambassadors. Ambassadors feels like, hey, let's do the Twitch Safety Council, but for free, and I'm not super down with that. I feel like they're going to get people on the ambassadors because people are like, hey, I want to represent my space better. But they're going to be doing work, and I 100% think work should be paid for. It just reminded me of those weird Disney princess games. I mean, screaming fuck while being bone means you didn't expect it to be that hard or good. I'm just saying, it's the same as going parkour. Alien Rogue Incursion. Okay, here's where I ran out of time. I ran out of time and didn't have enough to watch any of these trailers. Alien Rogue Incursion, Path of Exile 2 Early Access trailer, Marvel Rivals Closed Beta, Until Dawn, Ghost Runner 2, Destiny 2 The Final Shape, and all of those were shown at the State of Play, and I did not have the time to watch their trailer this morning. There is one more thing in my notes that I think a lot of you will care about. In particular, I'm thinking of Hunt and Fortune, or Huntera, who I don't think has showed up today. They're probably hibernating. Killing Floor 3. Killing Floor 3 had a trailer come out literally at 8:30 a.m. for me as I was, like, getting ready to go live. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I've never played Killing Floor, but I know a lot of the VR chat people do. Telena, Huntera, GD, Lowfam, they are making a 3. Killing Floor 3 had a trailer come out 3 hours ago, Proxy. PoE 2 with couch co-op is an interesting thing. Parkour isn't a noun, verb, and adjective all at once. Alien looks really bad. Forget the high time of Overwatch release. Can we go back to when gaming companies were only concerned about making good games and their profit was driven by the quality of the game? God, I wish. I mean, sure, why not? 1 and 2 were good for what they were. We already knew Killing Floor 3 was happening for a while. I was literally like turning my trackers on and I saw, or no, I was going to the walking videos. That's what it was. I was bringing that up and I saw Killing Floor 3. trailer, and I was like, are you kidding me? You couldn't post this an hour ago? Narrator killing floor 3. The floor is lava. Oh. I was like tired when I first started, and now I'm just like, yeah. Hi, Akashua. Yulia, June 5th is when we get the new PSO area. I saw that the headline was out. I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to ask Core to watch it with me, and if I don't see it with her in the next 3 days, I think I'm just going to watch it on my own. Don't tell me things about the headline, Akashua. Don't tell me, because I haven't watched it for myself yet. That is cool that we get it on the 5th, though. I also don't know why, but Multiverse has changed from the open beta a lot. It feels slower, clunkier, and a lot. It got announced last year on Gamescom. Multiverses is interesting because it looks really good. It just looks so unhinged with like the level of crossover. Like Super Smash Bros. Was already revolutionary with its crossovers, and Multiverses is like, nah, we're doing TV shows, we're doing video game characters, we're doing fucking LeBron James. It's like that. What? Huh? Can I mention how cute and adorable Yuki is? I read that as Yulid because I saw the YU. You can. Yuki is very adorable. Healing 2. Thank you. I gotta feel bad because I fucking inserted myself there. No, I'm not. You literally said, no, I'm not. As if that was going to fucking disprove what media said in any capacity. I don't know. Multiverses looks fucking unhinged. It has one little thing against it, in that the creator seems, let's say, ambitious. It seems like the CEO of Multiverses thinks the game is going to, like, replace gaming. Like, in 5 years, it's going to be the biggest game of all time that people are talking about and everybody has played. It's going to be the new Fortnite, but even bigger. And it's like, what are you talking about, huh? Also, this is going to sound ultra horny. Oh, God. But I want to sniff at Yulin's feet after he just finishes walking. We already expected that from you, Akashua. It is disproving because I say so. That's not how it works. I'm sure multi-shit owner like NFTs. I don't think Multiverses is bad. I just think, alright, buddy, calm down. You're not even, like, top in your genre yet. You're not quite at top video game of all time. Let's try and overtake Super Smash Bros. First. Kinda tired of people trying to hype up the next quadruple A game. Fair, Gale, ooh. How do I have a 600-year ban and that comment gets a slap on the wrist? Because that comment I don't particularly dislike. It's horny, and I'm like, oh, you shouldn't do that. But that's the kind of stuff, you know, I do fucking like when people are horny. But when people fucking use a dead meme that I'm like, I don't like this meme anymore, and they keep using it, that's what I'm like, okay. I know it brings you joy, and I'm happy for you. But I swear to God, I literally just hate Vegeta and Piccolo now. I just hate them. Dude smoking their quality Zaza, I have returned. Welcome back, Akai. Ah, beat me more, Yulia. I'm sorry that my joy upsets you. No, your joy doesn't upset me. It's that you get joy from stupid shit. That's what upsets me. Tippy tappy tay, tippy tappy tay. I know that song, Violet. I am aware. Satanya cry. Alright, fair. You might be horny, Akashua, but you won't out-horny a certain person. Okay, let me disprove it then. Meow. Why was that going to disprove it? Cats are fucking cute. If you just meowed like a cat, that's fucking cute. What do you... What do you mean? You like Amore? Nice. I don't like NTR, Violet. NTR is something that's like very much hard to watch for me. Non-consensual stuff in fantasy and media only, not in real life, but in fantasy, I do think is kind of hot. But NTR just by itself, not particularly. The thing I don't like about NTR is I don't like that there's a guy getting cucked in it that's not into it. That's what I don't like about NTR. I'm too pure to be able to watch NTR. Also, who beats that? Oh god, Yulin. That was a spoof cover of an actual song. I know. Called Amore. But the Tippy Tippy Tay part, that's not in the original, is it? Wait, me? Oh. Media as in like... Not Stardream. Media as in like... content. Sorry. Tell me who it is. I want to out horny them. I can't believe you've done this. Yeah, NCR kind of cringe. That's in the original? Is it? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you were bringing it up because you and I have talked about the NTR song. Akashua, Yulin's master. Ooh. I don't know who's more horny between those two, Gale. I don't like NTR sweat. Media and NTR. Nobody can out horny me. I don't know about that one, Riddle. Between Akashua and Matthews, both of them are like pretty damn Omega Turbo horny. I have been in the past. I've chilled the fuck out though. I had my arc. I had my era. I'm a pure pixel. Uh-huh. Sure. Who all is live today? Oh my god, everyone's live. Alright, what is everybody playing? Leafeons is live. Oh, Leaf got an update? Oh, she's raiding Pud. Damn it. I always miss Leaf because our stream times like align so heavily. I only put the lyrics because you said horny, and I knew I could spin it in the original song while being completely innocent. You heard the name there, Akashua. Thanks, Yulin, Honkai Star Rail. And someone who has to defend their degeneracy with proof might not be quite the degenerate they believe. Horny, I would never be one. I'm playing Gamecast. And yeah, the non-consensual NTR isn't okay. I should probably put that out when I make references like that. I think it is okay, Violet. I think IRL, absolutely it's not okay. That's literally illegal stuff. But I'm a firm believer that if it's in fantasy, it's okay. If there's people that get off to like absolutely degenerate, illegal, cursed fetishes, I'm a big believer that we don't pick our fetishes. So long as it doesn't bleed over into real life, so long as you never actually hurt somebody in person over this, I'm kind of okay with some of the cursed stuff. I can read. Yulia's lagging on my end, so I didn't hear who Yulia's master is. There's some fetishes that, you know, they're not okay. Non-consensual stuff is not, it's not okay. But there's a lot of people that are just into that. And so keep it Keep it in, like, videos. Keep it in, like, pornos. Don't actually go and do non-consensual stuff. That's my stance on that. People don't choose fetishes, but you might get some at some point, for sure. Not okay for me is what I meant? Okay, okay. When I said non-consent, I mean when she's cheating and he's not okay with it. There's some who are totally turned on by having their old tailed in front of them. I actually knew someone, Violet, who I was being a lewdy. I was talking in their chat a lot. And they were like, hey, you're pretty lewd. And I was like, yeah, you want to fucking, what are you thinking? And they were like, here's my idea. You fuck my girlfriend while I watch, and then I get to clean up the mess. And I was like, okay, whoa, hold on, timeout. Whoa, 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 whoa. I am, wow, not ready for that. Also, I'm a bottom. I'm not fucking anyone's girlfriend. Keep it in roleplay. Keep it in roleplay. Most wholesome Yulin stream. This one definitely had some degenerate moments, didn't it? God, I remember, I'm never gonna forget that conversation or that person. That one caught me so fucking off guard that they just swung that hard that fast. What is this person playing? I see, I see. What is this person playing? Tomorrow is a beach day. We hit our taxes today. Everything worked out exactly as Pixel planned. We'll have a beach day tomorrow. My next video I should do should be Dragonflight beaches. It'd be really nice if I could have that done for tomorrow. Because this is like the third beach day where I've been like, I need to get Dragonflight beaches done for the next one. And then I fucking don't. Bikini Land? Yippee. What happens at the beach day? On a beach day, we wear less clothes. And so I can actually show you. We'll have this on. And we will have, I got the bikini on, right? We'll be wearing this. We'll be walking on a beach. That'll be tomorrow. Sounds brilliant. Well, to put it out there, I love watching anime styled. Okay, hold on. Good lord. Anime styled Ava position. Nugget. I'm not asking you to put it out there, Akashiwa. And I'm not gonna read that out. I'm tempted to fucking purge this message. If it was easier for me to purge, I would... Oh, wait, no. Here it is. Ban. Timeout. Timeout 10 minutes. I don't want to time them out for 10 minutes. Can I undo it? Okay, yeah. There. You should be able to talk, Akashiwa. I don't want to go into, like, absolute, like, listing out fetishes... And some of them being, like, very descriptive. I looked at the wrong time. What the fudge? Don't worry about it. Wow, Nopers, Yulin slapping them again. Ah. Who is doing what? There's like too many people to raid. There's literally too many people to raid. I think I know where we're gonna go. Wait, we went there recently, didn't we? What about this person? I'm stuck watching an ad. And I don't even have the preview. Oh, they're together. That's cool. Boy kisser. Hi, mommy. Hi. Alright. I know where we're going. I know where we're going. I'm putting too much thought into who we're rating. And I just gotta say, fuck it. I like this person. We're going there. Don't eat slowly now. Ah. Oh, I just grabbed this off the wall. Why can I not? Oh, we're in a tunnel. I wanted to fucking stop the car. And I can't. Simpin? Okay, boomer. Violet, they always simpin. Hi, Logitech. Can I? There we go. The van is stopping. Oh shit, if I could reliably stop here, this would be decent beach videos. Let's see. Behavior. Look at me. Anchor. World. Okay. God, all of my overlays are fucking broken today. I need to just fucking reformat everything. Thanks for streaming, you. I love you. I love you too. Have a lovely day. Lucky Gale. Not asking for jailbait. Programmer Stalking's gonna pass on that offer once more. Error. What? That view? Yeah. The Wispy makes beautiful worlds. And is Ellie running into my shot? Fucking goofball. Fucking goofball. Wait, I need to say that in a way Air understands. Programmer Stockings. Oh my god. Alright, I gotta end. Socials. And then / raid Lotham. You started a raid to Lofam. Lofam is just starting for the day. They're in there just chatting stuff. I don't know what they're gonna do later. But we'll see then. As for me, I will be live later tonight with Core. We will either be doing... no, we're going to do world exploration. We're going to check out that Ocarina of Time map. That apparently goes really fucking hard. And we're going to explore that later tonight. Other than that, thank you everybody for keeping me company. 6 miles today. Getting ever closer to a year straight of streaming. I love you. Bye.
How do you always time that? Or is there just a button to like stop the
You're
countdown?
right.
There's a time. There's a button to raid early.
Thank you for the raid.
Ah.
Here, 1 second.
So it'll
I
go in a
need
minute,
no time.
but I can hit raid
Did I get
now.
the name right?
Mhm.
Here, 1 second. Let me greet you properly. Where is this?
Neat.
Hello.
Yeah, and I thought your camera was pointed at the moon, and so I was like, oh, what's over here?
Yeah. I was like,
I
is
guess it
he?
is kind of pointed at the moon.
Is she being a fucking goofball? And it's got the moon in the shot. It's got the moon
Yeah,
like.
it's like kind of pointed towards the rocks over there.
Mhm.
And I went like right into the
You went right into it, and I was
was
like, what is she doing?
How was your walk today?
Whoops.
Also, I actually feel
Daisy.
good/bad. Well, no, I feel good. We'll just say I feel good.